Mambo, mambo, omatsuri, mambo. Dabu dabu, yuda yuda, omatsuri, mambo.
Okay, because Flame is here, does this mean that I have to do Ren's route today? Wait. I was gonna say, if Flame isn't here, I'll just do Ryota's route and finish that off. Oh wait, I was taking thumbnails last night. This is why oh shit. I forget my keybinds half the time. Welcome in. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I'm gonna stream as long as I can. Probably a minimum of 1 hour. Okay, wait, actually, you should go sleep. I'll do Ryota's route. That way you don't have to worry about it. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'll do Ren's route then. Well, I know you can, like, actually just catch up on the VOD if I do Ren's route, but... Oh, so do Yoda? Okay. Bet. I can pull up his... I might be missing most of the stream because I'm at a concert right now. Ooh, what concert? If you want to share that information, you don't have to. Don't feel forced to. But I hope you have fun at the concert. I'm gonna go with my autosave here. I forgot what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't like the autosave. Let me see if I can find a quick save that I did. I probably saved it all the way back here, if anything. Was it actually this one? Oh, okay, that didn't change anything. So, let's see. What was my mission? No, wait, did I not save after Ryota rescued us? Are we fucking for real? Dude, what is with me and not saving my game? Like, actually, there's something wrong with me. Wait, no, it might be this one. Okay, I was gonna say, what is actually... What was past me thinking? What happens if I look at the window? The window of his home looks much like your own, overlooking the quiet alleyway behind the houses. You hope you won't see anything strange while staring out. Do you open the window? Actually, no, I don't want to take the chances because last time I did that, I lost my sanity. Okay, so I think we'll just go out and do about our business. So we need to visit Yoko and go to a convenience store. That's where we pretty much left off. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot freaking cop too. I feel like if we go to a cop, we're gonna lose our sanity. We're gonna like skip the cop's bullshit. Oh, actually, no, I cannot skip his bullshit. You step into the police station, scanning the area until a familiar voice greets you. Well, well, we meet again, ma'am. Can't say if it's a good or bad thing this time. Different circumstances after all. Wait, didn't I actually read this? Did I not save after this part? What is wrong with me? Regardless, let's skip the- oh, I forgot we're gambling again. It's okay, I got this, I got this. It caught me off guard because I don't remember. Lelia's looking a bit bald. Oh no, you're gonna do the thing, aren't you? The fire, it started from the incense, some sparks must have fallen onto something flammable nearby, and it just spread from there. I know it sounds careless, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. The fire caught faster than I expected. It all happened so suddenly. Oh my god, you guys are teaming up on me just to make me bald. The man who reported the fire, Nishiyama-san, I believe, from his files, he seems to be an upstanding citizen. Anyways, he was the one who reported the fire. For the record, could you clarify your relationship to him? Oh my god, are we for real? Okay, so I guess we're pulling Ren now. At least for the gacha part. It's an Alan Walker concert. Ooh, fun! We are your missing hair strands. Oh, you know, funny enough, you know, kits are winning, right? I think that's gonna be the name that wins. This is what community means to help each other. He's an old friend of mine. By the time he got there, the fire had already started. I was still trying to get out, completely overwhelmed, and he was the one who called the police. If he hadn't shown up when he did, things could have ended a lot worse. Were you alone in the apartment when the fire started? Oh my god, how much questioning do I have to deal with this man? Yes, I was. I want to believe you, and you seem honest enough. But there have been reports from witnesses saying someone else was seen entering your apartment around the time of the fire. Someone else? I'm not sure. Maybe it was my mom. She's been around a lot lately. That could explain it. Sometimes things get mixed up or people assume the worst when they don't know the full story. I'm just trying to piece everything together here. I know the situation is stressful for you. For now, I'll leave it at that. Just make sure you keep me updated if anything else happens, or if you remember something new. Thanks for cooperating. We might have to talk again, but hopefully it won't be for a while. At least this time I didn't feel any of the little mini games. You step out of the police station. The conversation lingers in your mind like a shadow, unresolved and unsettling. Who could that person have been? If it wasn't Mom, then who? Someone familiar or a stranger lurking in the shadows? Why didn't you notice anyone else around? There's so much you don't understand yet, and now, more than ever, you need to find out the truth. Lelia getting good at gambling? Only if that was the case in real life. Hey Lelia, if you got some time— oh yeah, I remember Haruki. I wonder if it's important to go find Haruki, though. Let's go to the convenience store first. You head to the convenience store for some snacks, pudding, chips, and a few things Ryota might like. A memory comes back to him as a kid, happily crunching those small compito— how do I pronounce this? Compito, right? Oh god. Candy. You spot a bag on the shelf, toss it into your basket, and head to the counter. I'm surprised you're up and about despite everything. Ren? Don't act so surprised. It's not like you lost your memory in the fire or anything. It's good to see you again. Well, I'm glad you're alive. Ask Ren about the info at the police station? Can I ask you something, Ren? Yeah, what is it? I went to the police station yesterday and I saw a bunch of files they never showed me before. And in those reports it said you were there. You saw Kazuki by the river before he died. You were the witness. Why didn't you tell me? I know you're not a bad person, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel betrayed. It's complicated. I can tell you because of her. She wanted me to stay quiet, and I did. I couldn't go against her, not when she held so much influence. By her, are we talking about our mother? Part 3 of Flame going feral for Ren. Honestly, there should be a compilation of just Flame being so down bad for Ren. And the occasional Haruki. Lelia, what's the follow goal set at? Totally 1 million. No, it's 50,000 on YouTube and 1,600 on Twitch because it's harder to grow on Twitch. Before he can finish, you hear the sharp click of a tongue behind you. God, I cannot speak. You're holding up the line, lady. You need to talk to your mom. I can't help you anymore. Ask about the fire? Did you manage to witness the fire? I was asleep at the time. Then I felt this strange warmth coming from your side of the building. By the time I actually woke up, I could already hear the fire truck sirens. That tall, quiet guy you're always with? I caught sight of him carrying you out of the burning apartment. I'm glad you're not hurt. Hey, I'm just glad my apartment's still in one piece. I don't have insurance real. Did you manage to witness the fire? Wait, why is it playing the same chat again? Is this bugged? Uh-oh. What? Am I stuck in a loop? Oh my god. Guys, what the action? Oh no, I think this chat is bugged. I cannot get out of this loop. I'm stuck with, Ren. Oh shoot, okay. 네. 그 식탁에 네, 텔레비 앞. Oh my god, I have to go through this bullshit again. Okay, so we're gonna like skip through this because we talked to him technically. Oh my god. Okay, so I know there are some bugs in this game, but I didn't think I would be stuck in that infinite loop either. So let's just go to a police station again. I know we have to go to a convenience store. Am I gonna be stuck forever though? Like, can I not progress? Rare footage of me speaking Korean. I mean, I don't think it's that rare because considering my family walks in and I have to speak to them in Korean. Okay, let's just skip through the cop because he's not that important. Usually happens once per— yeah, they always walk in, so I literally cannot avoid it. So what I'm going to do this time around, I'm gonna save, so let's do that, and let's ignore Ren for now. We're gonna go find Yoko. Oh shoot, I did not mean to skip her dialogue. Whoops. Okay, never mind. We're going back to Ren, y'all. Am I gonna be stuck? Oh my god, how do I get past— okay, so maybe the goal is don't go to the convenience store because you're gonna be forever stuck with Ren. That is what I am getting out of this. What the hell? Okay, we can actually read Yoko's for real this time, but we're gonna ignore the convenience store quest. You step into a familiar scent of roasted beans and sweet pastries. Yoko looks up from behind the counter the moment you enter. How much— oh wait, didn't I read this last stream? Yeah, okay, so it's not that important. So I think what I should do is go visit Haruki. You knock on Haruki's door. There's no answer, but something feels off. The door is slightly ajar. You hesitate, then push it gently, stepping inside. Haruki? The office is dim and cluttered. Oh, he's still not here? I thought he asked to meet me. His office is a cluttered mess, paper strewn across every surface. Where is he? Is he at the temple or something? Huh. I mean, I guess we could still explore his office. But, huh. We already read this when I tried to do other routes, but it's the same dialogue, but it won't let me skip it. So we'll tear this down. We already know. Let's look at the cult information. I mean, I know I have to be back before midnight. That's the only thing I remember. Okay, so what I'll do is leave here. Oh my god, can I skip, please? I read this. I'll just trust Haruki for now, even though I'm going for Ryota's route. I mean, my affection with him is like maxed out anyways, so I feel like that's the route it's naturally gonna put me on. So we'll save here. I'm pretty sure— am I going crazy? I'm pretty sure you said something about— wait, no, it's not this one. It was this recent one. If you got some time, can you head over to my office for a bit? Looking forward to seeing you. But he's not there. I went there. What the hell? Oh. Dude, am I stuck? Why am I stuck in the alley? Am I breaking this every single time? Hello? Oh my god, I keep getting soft locked. Yeah, I think I broke it and I saved in the worst spot possible, so oh my god. I literally managed to break everything. Guys, this isn't the first game I broke. I'm so confused myself. Hello? You know, for, like, my character concept being someone that fixes things, I'm breaking a lot of things. You make your way, you can't help but wonder what was going through Kazuki's mind before he jumped, and now, after everything that's happened, what would he say if he were watching? Well, I'm trying to pass the time because it probably won't let me go back to anything, but then I get soft-locked literally out of everything if I try to do anything.
Flamepig Zero yaps you can't fox something that's not broken.
At the temple, you notice it's unusually busy today. A crowd of people dressed in white attire enter the courtyard. It takes you a moment to realize they're members of the same religious organization your mom belongs to. Great, it's the cultists! You take a step forward, intending to ask if they've seen her, but before you can get close, a pair of security guards block your path. Sorry, ma'am. This area of the temple is cordoned off for a private event?
Flamepig Zero yaps gotta break it before you fix it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really tempted to say I'm one of them, just to see where that would take me choice-wise. I really want to know where it takes me. I'm one of them. You expect me to believe that? You're not even the proper attire. Get out of here. Oh, wait. Gambling? Dude, why do I keep pulling red? What? Oh, okay, this game knows. This game knows that we need to go for Ren, but we're doing Yoda's round. Ow, ow. I don't know how loud that was, but I just slammed my knee into my desk. If I'm not already clumsy enough, if you couldn't tell from my design with all the bandages and scarring, God. It hurts so bad. At least I didn't like hit my like pinky toe against the door or something, because that's happened so many times. I'm fine. You frown, stepping forward slightly. How am I supposed to be in proper attire if you don't let me in to change? You point at your back, shaking your head. Seriously? Don't make me bring this up with your superior. The guard lets out a long, tired sigh, clearly done with the conversation. Fine, just go in. I'm not paid enough for this. Real. Let me hydrate real quick. Having multiple small sources of pain distract from a main source of pain? What? I don't know how that really helps. You scuttle along the edges of the courtyard, keeping your head down and your steps quiet. The low hum of voices fill the air as people gather in small clusters, whispering among themselves. From afar, you catch glimpses of them carrying strange objects, ornate boxes, candles, sheets of paper marked with symbols you don't recognize. All of them move in the same direction, toward the main hall. You edge closer just enough to see that familiar priest again, but this time his face tense as he argues with one of the members. No, you can't do this here. I wasn't informed about this. We already got permission from the upper sect. We're allowed to do as we please. The upper sect? That's impossible. You can't make out every word after that, but one phrase stands out sharply. Under the orders of that strange man with the red-tinted glasses, Haruki! Unfortunately, that description rings uncomfortably familiar. What, you? I need to make a phone call. He storms off frantically while the others resume their quiet preparations. A familiar twist of unease coils in your stomach. Haruki, he's always up to something. You want to trust him, really, you do, but you can't really get a good read on him. You don't know how much you can rely on him or how deep his involvement goes in all of this. Still, a small part of you knows he's looking out for you in his own way. At least, you think he is. Your eyes dart through the growing crowd, hoping to retrieve a bit more information about this whole thing, but instead you spot a familiar face from afar. That woman. The one from the organization. The one you've had the unfortunate pleasure of meeting a few times before. Not her again. I mean, of course she'd be here. You hesitate, then decide against stepping into the crowd. If she notices you, it'll be another headache again. How do you fall off your bed? Have you guys not rolled off your bed before? I mean, okay, I don't roll off my bed anymore. Like, I guess my body knows not to do that. But when I was a kid, I would sleep all crazy. Like, I would roll around in bed. I would roll around, like, 180 degrees so my head would be, like, at the bottom of my bed. And then I've rolled off and, like, hit the floor before. And then I would just be like, huh? Why am I on the floor? And then I just climb up back into the bed. Nope, I slept on the floor a lot and in chairs and shit. What? I don't know, like, for some reason, as I got older, I sleep less weird. But, like, the thing is, no one should sleep next to me. I don't know if I still have this habit, though. I might accidentally, like, hurt you in my sleep. Like, it's not, like, to the degree where I will choke you out in my sleep. It's more like I will either kick you really hard or I will, like, smack you in the face with my arm. Like, I have no control over that. And my arm will just, like, flop to my side and I will smack you. But, like, I have to do it often or it hurts? Really? Well, technically people said that naturally humans were meant to sleep on the floor, but we got too used to beds. So if we go from a bed to the floor, all of a sudden it will be really uncomfortable at first, but it's supposed to help your back. At least from what I heard. So you turn away, slipping quietly down the side path. At least now you know your mother is safe, you suppose. Deep into her spiritual psychosis, sure, but alive. Alive and safe. The thought should comfort you, but somehow it doesn't. Well, of all the times to hop onto your stream and you're beating people up, haha, I'm sorry, Rob. That was probably... Okay, well, that is not, like, the worst thing you could have jumped into my stream for. I think my community could, like, tell you about what sorts of things I've said when they first came into my stream. Like, it's so bad. I give off, like, the worst first impressions. Okay, wait, I cannot do anything else because I'm just gonna, like, get soft locked into some random thing before I can even, like, end the day here. Foxy Strip Club, you will never let me live that down because that's literally how you were introduced to me, Flame. Because I played that one game because someone wanted me to, and then now I'm just known for that. Wait, I wonder if I just do the first chat option, if it'll, like, lock me into that. Oh, wait. Nope, it's just broken. So it seems like after I do one chat option with Ren, the second chat option locks me into this infinite loop with him, which is so weird. I saw Lelia playing Spinabatty. That is a false allegation. Like, I don't know what that is. You are so incorrect. Oh, well, now you've piqued my interest. Oh, no, I don't think that's a good thing. I seriously do give off the worst first impressions, because I will say, like, the most random stuff at the random times, and then just someone happens to, like, come in at that moment. And I'm just like, whoops. You couldn't have picked a time where I'm normal? Oh, heard about the fire. Bummer. How do you even know it was me? Oh, you know, the address on the news sounded familiar, so I just did the totally legal thing of looking up your address and cross-referencing it with the news report. Why do I feel like this is Lily in disguise? Like, she will legit... I'm not, like, throwing her, like... I'm not, like, trying to roast her. I just know that she is very good at searching for information. This is Lily. Yeah, I would. Okay, so you meant it. Nothing wrong with being a little insane, so you're good, really. Pretty sure that's not legal. Hey, it's totally legal. They even teach a whole module on it in med school. Anyway, I packed some refills for you just in case you stop by. Figured you probably need them. Wow, that's actually kind of nice. Didn't know you had it in you. Well, don't get used to it. I do have to charge it to your card. Yeah, it is legal actually, provided you don't harass or share it. True. If you, like, share it, like, yeah. That ain't good. You can't dox someone. Of course. Hey, don't sound so disappointed. Healing might be free, but our doctor's paycheck isn't. Well, that's also true. Yeah, my wallet's really feeling the love. Is there anything I can do to pass the time? Oh god! What? Guys, why do I keep breaking this game? Oh shit. How do I go back? Whoops. I did not mean to keep breaking it. I keep accidentally doing stuff just to like progress, and I'm like breaking it every single time. It's actually not a good thing. The cat is gone. I can't find the cat. The game hates Yoda route. I feel like Yoda's route is like the most bugged right now. Lelia, when I saw the news, I was so worried. Are you alright? You look like you're in rough shape. So in this route, Granny is okay. Because I think by this point with Haruki, like, Granny was gone. But I think it was also because I was doing Ren's affection a little bit, so Granny disappeared. I'm managing, Granny. I just wanted to stop by and check in on you. You're not threatening the game with a hammer, are you? I might. I might. I'm 99% sure the devs spend the most time on Ren and Haruki because they're the best because I say so. So that's your theory. I would love to ask the devs themselves to see who their favorite characters are. Like, each of them. I genuinely want to know. Oh, don't worry about me. You should be resting if you need to. You've been through so much. It worries me to see you like this. She hurries over and gently hands you a small jar of ointment. Here, put some of this on your wounds. It'll help with the healing. I don't know, Granny. I feel like I should be stronger than this. Not you making me bald, Melatonin. That is like your job every time you're here. Nonsense. Taking care of yourself isn't a sign of weakness. If you don't, it'll break my heart. You wouldn't want to do that, would you? I suppose not. Thank you. Also, if it's not too much trouble, could you check up on your neighbor Ren? He hasn't replied to my messages if they even went through. I'm terrible with all this technology. Just like my grandmother. I would visit him myself, but my old legs aren't what they used to be. Of course, I'll make sure to stop by and see how he's doing. Thank you, dear. You take care of yourself, alright? You mean a lot to all of us. Nothing better happened to Granny in this route. She is too sweet for this. I almost got stung by a stingray. Melatonin. Okay, I joke that I'm an accident prone because I will hurt myself in random ways. But how... I just see like the growing list of how you've like gotten hurt. Can I go to my own apartment? You return to the apartment, stepping carefully over the drooping edge of the police tape. The furniture once... Okay, let's skip through this because we did see Haruki through this. Let's visit the shrine. It's not going to do anything, but... Oh, you have missed out on the Ren CG animations? It's okay. I could have done Ren's route, but you were like, I'll probably fall asleep in the middle, so do Yoda. What happens if I go to a bedroom? Okay, that doesn't do anything. What happens if I go to a bathroom? I don't think I want to go in there. Okay, well, that makes sense. What happens if I go to a window? You can't look past the window. It's covered with smoke and ash. Is it enough time for me to go back to Ryota's place? Because if I go to a convenience store, I'm going to be soft-locked. I really hope to dear God that I don't need to. If it's like a requirement, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. You head back to the station, board the nearly empty train. Only a few tired faces scatter across the car. Settling into a seat near the train doors, you put on your earphones and scroll through your playlist, trying to let the music fill the silence. Is there something wrong with my headphones? Suddenly, the jack slips out of your phone and your music blares through the quiet cabin. That's actually one of my worst fears. I get so scared because this is, okay, not this exact scenario, but like I was in like a quiet room, okay? And suddenly, like, I didn't realize my volume was on and I just wanted to see like a quick clip of something on YouTube or something. But then the sound blasted super loud. It was so embarrassing. And I was just like, oh, this is awkward. So I have this innate fear every single time I'm in public. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure my audio is connected to my headphones. I gotta make sure that if it does disconnect, it doesn't blast sound everywhere and people stare at me. To young people these days. Flustered, you shove the plug back in, but when you press the headphones to your ears, it's not your playlist anymore, just static. You frown, fumbling with your phone to fix it, annoyed and a little worried, until beneath the static... What the? You drop your phone, the thud echoing around the cabin. Hey, this is a public place. Mind your manners. I'm sorry. You scramble to pick up your phone, sitting awkwardly trying to avoid the intense glare from the passenger opposite. Calm down, calm down. You've experienced this before. Just breathe. Don't look. Lelia? Now you... Before the passenger can get another word out, the station chime rings. You seize a moment and bolt out of the train, leaving him no chance to press further. But we're supposed to go to his house. Hey, Lelia, wait up. Did I startle you? What do you think? Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so jumpy. You sigh dramatically and roll your eyes, lightly bumping against him as you walk down the sidewalk together. Really? You think I would have been calm about everything that's been happening? Honestly, yeah, you always seem so calm and collected to me. Calm? Me? Did you forget the whole spectacle with my mom calling me mentally unstable? That was the furthest thing from collected. But you pulled through. Look at you now. Don't worry, there's more. Like, I almost ate fries that were made in shrimp oil. I'm allergic to shrimp. If destiny likes me, then it must love to see you suffer, because how does one person have all this happen to them? Like, literally, melatonin, are you okay? Just because I don't show it doesn't mean it's not eating me up inside. If anyone's collected, it's you, Ryota. Funny you say that. Reminds me of something you just said a moment ago. You don't think you are? I think I can be better. Ryota's words trail off as you walk toward his apartment. You want to tell him you think he's strong, but you see your own uncertainty, unsure of what to say to make the situation better. The two of you walk in silence for a moment, tension hanging between you. As you near his apartment, the calm is shattered by loud rhythmic banging echoing from the end of the hallway. What's up with your neighbors? But Ryota doesn't say anything. You see his face go pale as he freezes in place. Oh wait, are these the spirits that are haunting him? He anxiously checks the time on his phone, clicking his tongue with a mix of annoyance and fear. Crap, it's midnight already? You frown, completely unsure of what's happening. Ryota refuses to move closer to his apartment at the end of the hallway where the banging continues. What's wrong? What's happening, Ryota? He shakes his head, nervously picking at his nails. The rhythmic banging sends a chill crawling up your spine. It's too steady, too deliberate to be just an angry neighbor. The silence around it only makes it worse. No footsteps, no cars outside, nothing. Just that hollow pounding echoing through the corridor. Should we leave? She'll know if we do. Just ignore her, and we'll be fine. You glance at him, noticing how his hands won't stop trembling. His eyes stay locked on the far end of the hallway, unblinking, as if the air itself has him pinned in place. For all his words, he doesn't look like he knows how to take the first step forward. I kind of want to take his hand. You slip your hand into Ryota's, clasping his trembling fingers with your own. Just ignore her, and we'll be fine. You repeat his words back to him, reaffirming them. His grip tightens instantly, grounding himself against you. Pinned? I'd like to get pinned by Ren. He. Of course you would. Step by step, you move toward the end of the hallway together. Wait, wouldn't you be the one pinning Ren? Aren't you taller than Ren? Unless you want to get pinned by Ren. The banging doesn't stop. It grows louder, sharper, and with every strike. Your heartbeat matches its rhythm as if your body already knows what's waiting for you. Together, the two of you make your way down the corridor. With each, well, I can't read still. With every step closer to the last apartment, the banging intensifies, each strike echoing like a heartbeat against the walls, against your chest. He has the personality of someone who would pin someone else. I don't know, I feel like it would be funnier to pin him, because he's, like, he gets flustered by MC. Because we keep teasing him, but, you know. Louder and louder until it feels like the entire hallway is pulsing with it. Soon, the dim glow of the last hallway light falls on the source of the noise. Oh hey, there's a girl down the hallway. What's up? You're not gonna kill us, right? In front of Ryota's apartment, a haggard, disheveled woman, if you can even call her that, stands hunched over the entrance, her fist slamming against the door. Oh, great. What does that mouth do? We only saw a small little glimpse of it, but I saw how big it was. 1 thud, 2 thuds, 3 thuds. Your pulse stutters. Ryota's words echo in your head like a commandment. Don't look at her. Okay, she has a bigger mouth than me, okay? I can't open my jaws wide enough, okay? Literally, even my own dentist one time was like, damn, you have like a small mouth. And I'm like, I can't open it wider, so they have to like shove something in there to keep my mouth open. I don't know how this conversation happened, but okay, we'll ignore that. Don't look at her. You reach for the knob, trying to ignore the tremble in your hand. But as you turn the knob slightly, you feel your arm slowly brush up against her skin. I honestly feel bad if anyone walked in during that. Like, or like walked into my stream, entered my stream while talking about that little tangent. That cold parchment-like skin was enough to make you jump. Oh, we got a slot machine. What a nice comment from your dentist. Literally, okay, you know what's probably even worse? I was like 18 when this happened. I was like, I can't help it. What do you want me to do about it? You steady yourself, every nerve in your body screaming at you to recoil, to cry out, to run. But I think the slide hit did a number on my memory. Wait, really? Are you okay, Melatonin? Please. I hope you don't get into any more accidents. Somehow you bite back. Your breath is ragged, but you hold it, forcing yourself to take a glance at it for a split second. Oh, great. So that's not my type. I don't know if that's Flame's type. And 2 streams. So yeah, my dentist said I got a small mouth. No, Melatonin bad. I will spray you. Why is all your viewers freaky and self-destructive? That's your type. Hello. If you were 18, so like 8 years ago, that was like that was about oh god damn. Yeah, I was just barely 18. Wait, was I 18? No, I don't think I was 18 yet. I was still 17, and that's probably not a good comment to a 17-year-old, but he didn't mean it in like a weird way, okay? I gotta probably clarify that. A haggard, broken creature stands before you, its eyes sunken hollow, its jaw dangling loose at an unnatural angle. From deep in its throat comes a wet, guttural gurgle, a sound that rattles your chest just hearing it. Who are you asking if they're okay, Melatonin? Melatonin is okay. No. I was okay. Do I have to re-explain this? No, I wasn't hit on as a minor. I was getting my teeth fixed because they were really messed up when I was a teen. So I had to get a lot of work done, and this dentist, because he has to go back into like my back molars, and I couldn't really open my mouth. And he was like, "Wow, you have like a really small mouth." And I'm like, "I'm sorry?" ? So they had to like put something in like my jaw to keep my mouth open because it gets really tiring on my jaw to keep it open. Can't really help it. That's just how it is. But the way I said it probably, like, I mean, if you take it the wrong way, you would be like, whoa there. What's an adult saying to you? No, he didn't mean it in a weird way. Just he made a side comment. I was just like, well, that's awkward, but, you know, I can't help it. I get self-conscious whenever I go to a new dentist still, because I'm like, am I opening my jaw wide enough? Like, is it, like, good enough to where they can do whatever they need to do? Because, ow. I mean, I have really bad experiences with dentists. I got traumatized when I was a kid. That's a story for another time, though. Unless you're really invested in knowing that, Lily. Like, I always hated the dentist because of this one thing as a kid. This is going to end up as a short, isn't it? Probably. I mean, I'll clip it out of context for a little bit, but then I have to like actually clarify it. Before you can process what just happened, Ryota yanks you inside, the door slamming shut so hard it rattles the frame. The rhythmic pounding is no more, replaced by angry haphazard banging. You feel the house vibrate as you watch Ryota desperately try to prevent her from entering by pressing his back against the wall. You rush forward, pressing your hands against the door, desperately trying to help to stop whatever that was from coming through. The vibrations rattle through your arms, every strike threatening to break the door off its hinges. As you glance up at him, you catch Ryota's face in the dim light, drawn tight, pale, his eyes wide and unblinking. You've seen him afraid before long ago. The way he'd flinch when your mom shouted at the both of you, or that anxious look when you two wandered too far and got lost on the way home. But this is different. He looks petrified. I don't know. I don't know if you would like the second response, which is stronger, where we're so independent. I like the comforting route more, but watch this be like the wrong way to go about his route. I mean, I feel like you had to hold back on a lot of jokes because Melatonin is going through the long list of accidents they've had, and I feel really bad. I'm just like, whoa. Are you okay, bro? We can do this just a little bit more. I'm here, you can do this. Ryota tries to force a smile, but his expression remains tense. You reach out, one hand still pressed against the banging door, the other against his cheek. We'll be okay. You feel the tension in his cheek soften as the banging continues on, but yet it almost feels drowned out by Ryota's beating heart. You don't know how long the two of you have been standing there, pressed against the door, but eventually the banging dies out. The silence feels almost wrong. You're not sure if she left, not with the way your ears are still ringing, refusing to let go of the sound. You finally stagger back, and only then do you realize how numb your arms have become. What was that? Ryota doesn't answer, he only stumbles back a step, his face pale as he fumbles with his phone, trembling fingers struggling to press the screen. Bro, I always choke on my food? For me? Okay, well I kinda do that too. But I also choke on like water like most of the time. I used to eat really slowly at home when I was a kid, then got bullied for it? Really? What? They bully you for that? Like, it cannot possibly be that slow, though. I used to get yelled at for eating too fast, but I still eat too fast sometimes. You catch the glow of the display as he dials a number, his breathing uneven, each exhale more ragged than the last. Ryota, answer me, please? But he doesn't. You watch as he fumbles with his phone, dialing a number, but you don't know who he's calling. I swear to God, if he's calling our mom, I'm gonna be so pissed. Then you hear the familiar voicemail. Oh, Ryota, why? Sorry, I'm unavailable to pick up your call. Please try again later. Ryota bites his lips nervously as he angrily throws his phone aside, slumping to the floor. You feel a pang of worry. You've never seen Ryota like this, frazzled, unsteady, stripped of that calm composure he usually wears. Seeing him so rattled makes your own anxiety spike. Ryota, you got to talk to me. I can't tell what you're thinking. Sorry. Your mom always tells me to call her whenever something like this happens, but she rarely picks up. And when she does, it's usually just pray or figure it out myself. That's why I was a little surprised when I saw she hired that exorcist. Your mom's always been fickle. It's weird she trusts him so much too. Hey, Haruki's weird, but he's a good person, I think. Right. Sorry. Maybe it just feels strange that she went to him instead. I thought she'd start trusting me more, you know? Especially when she came to me about this whole fake dating thing. I kinda thought she'd finally see me as someone reliable, not just some messed up kid from childhood. I've always wondered why she looked out for me and Yoko so much when we were kids. Maybe she saw something in me back then, but I don't think I'm living up to her expectations very well. Well, I don't think I can say the same for myself. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Melatonin. That's so unfair you got bullied for that. I swear kids in general can be really mean for no reason. I'm pretty sure I pushed them after that. Honestly, valid response. That being said, can we talk about what just happened? I suppose so. It's not fair to you if I keep you in the dark. He stands up slowly and moves to the couch, sitting down with a heaviness that makes the cushion sink. His hands tremble as he intertwines his fingers, staring at them for a moment before speaking again. Remember those supernatural occurrences I mentioned? Well, that was it, or rather, her. He swallows hard, his voice shaking as if saying it out loud makes it more real. Your mother's religious group had their own explanation for her, said she was some kind of ancestral spirit tied to my bloodline or something like that. I never cared about the reasoning, I just wanted her gone. But no matter what the shamans did, no matter how hard I prayed, she always appeared at midnight. Always slamming on the door in that same rhythmic pattern. He lets out a small humorless laugh, but his eyes stay downcast. She's what broke my family apart. Even scared Yoko so badly she stopped speaking the first time she saw her. I can't get rid of her. I've learned to live with her, but I don't think I can much longer. I thought if I left this town, maybe she'd stay behind. But then I kept thinking, what if she went after you or Yoko instead? He finally looks up at you, his eyes glassy but steady. I could never live with myself if that happened. Maybe we can get some help? I know Mom's spiritual friends haven't exactly been the most reliable, but we're not alone anymore. Maybe Haruki might be able to help us, and if he can't figure it out, we can still try the local temple. The priest there might seem scary, but he looks like the dependable kind. And you have me too. I might not be an exorcist or anything spiritual, but I've had my own share of weird supernatural stuff. You pause, your cheeks warming as you realize how much you've been rambling. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. What I'm trying to say is, no matter what anyone else says, you're not alone in this, Ryota. We got Ren, we'll clear it up. Maybe, but we're not as close to Ren in this route. I'll keep staying by your side until you feel better. I don't know what to say. I mean, thank you. Thank you for caring so much. I'll make it up to you someday. You already have. I have? You've been by my side since we were kids. Even though we drifted apart when we got older, you were still here for me when Kazuki died. I can't thank you enough for that. Sorry. When you put it like that, I get really embarrassed. Thank you again. Sorry. Don't stare too much. I'm not! Also, do you really like Saotome-san that much? You keep praising him. Haruki, he's been, helpful. Why? Are you jealous? Are you jealous, Ryota, that I'm talking about another man? What? Of course not. Hearing you compliment other guys is a bit... Haha, you are jealous. No, I'm not. Forget it. I've got to get to bed. Feel free to use the guest room. I'll see you tomorrow. You're gray now? Who are you talking to? Who's gray now? And I'm not jealous. It's okay. You're so cute when you're jealous. Let's see. Do I need my sanity up? Actually, my sanity might be high enough, but I don't know. I'll just double check because, yeah. I don't trust myself. Nothing, huh? What? What are we What did you say huh to? Which part? I didn't say anything freaky today, guys. Don't worry, I'm like completely normal today. I haven't said anything horrible, I don't think. Nothing? Okay, I shall believe you on that. Am I gonna miss any of these notes? I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I don't think my sanity drain has been that high. It might actually still be at 100 to be honest, and I did that for like no reason. I could say something horrible. Oh, bro. I probably deserve the slap though. Okay, so we'll just go to bed, I guess. The bedroom is small but tidy with a simple bed and a nightstand. It's time to turn in and get a good night's sleep. What the fuck does normal even mean these days? Haha, that's true. I don't know. Okay, I do have like this calm persona I try to put out like in my day-to-day life. And then slowly it's been crumbling more and more as a content creator. Because compared to like a year ago, I say like more out-of-pocket things than I used to. Back then, I held myself back a lot more. Calm you? People say I have a calm personality. You guys don't know that because all you see is me on streams. But if you see me at work, I'm just like normal and calm. But also really antisocial. Imagine being calm. Do I not give off calm vibes? Really? People call me kind. I ain't kind. I want to see you at work, lol. What, you want to come to work with me next time? No, I'm kidding. Okay, it's day 7. I don't know how many days there are in this game. You go to sleep that night, your thoughts still spinning from everything Haruki said. The weight of your choice lingers like fog in your chest. As you drift into uneasy rest, whispers begin to circle your head, faint at first, then sharper, clearer. The same phrases over and over again, echoing the fears you bury deep within. The old you might have crumbled under this, but not anymore. You've seen too much, endured too much. You know the truth now, or at least enough of it to stand your ground. You let out a deep sigh and try to block out the noise. Will yourself to ignore the whispers that crawl. Okay, never mind, I didn't read it. From your shorts and the first time seeing your stream, you're actually a lot more calmer than you think. Really? I tend to be. It's just like the clips I get from my shorts are typically like the once in a blue moon out of pocket things, to be honest. And a lot of people get like a first impression of me from the shorts. I'm just like, I'm not like this like 100% of the time, okay? I promise. But no one believes me. But my community knows me enough, like, of what I type or like say in my own server. It's okay, though. Once in a blue moon, once per 10 minutes. I don't know. It's been a lot more calm today. I haven't been feral over anyone yet. But still, they persist. They grow louder. And louder. And louder. The voices then blur together into a thick static wave. It floods your mind like white noise in a white room. First you burned down my house, now you ruined my sleep. When will I ever get a good dream? You keep your eyes closed, still your breath, enduring, unwavering. You're not giving in, not tonight. The images blend in your mind, but you force them down, swirling, growing, changing, but ultimately still a black mist of unbridled memories. Well, you haven't scared / weirded me out yet. That's the one thing I worry about when it comes to other like VTubers. Like, I'm like, man, there's so many cool VTubers out there, but then if they start talking to me, like, what if I'm like really weird? Or the opposite end is, what if I'm really boring? Because I tend to like suck at talking to people. So I'm just like, man, I gotta like lurk whenever I see someone stream. Until a silhouette of familiarity forms. I'm always trying not to weird people out. You see him cutting through the static like sunlight through fog. I mean, I feel that. But for me, it's like so many different things I worry about. It's like, am I too weird? Am I talking too much? Am I too boring in this conversation? And also, what is something that, like, what is the proper way to respond to their message? That's the thing I overthink about. And when I uploaded a video talking about that on my second channel, like, I just unedited it and people somehow found it. Someone said that I might be autistic. I was like, no, I know myself. I know I'm not autistic. That might be like a behavior in autistic individuals or on the spectrum. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case with me. I think I'm just like, I don't know, a ball of anxiety. Bro, you're autistic? Nah. Flame, not you just saying that. I am not. I swear I'm not. I feel like I would have been like checked out by a medical professional by now. The noise stops instantly, falling away into eerie silence. For a moment, it's just him standing there like nothing ever happened. Man, as autism, I can say you're autistic. What? I don't think you can diagnose me, Flame. She may be bi, but she doesn't seem autistic. Okay. But okay, both things are incorrect. I am not. Well, I am not autistic. I'm also not bi. Either that or both of us are autistic because she acts like me. Wait, what? What is going on today? Hello, Lelia. Okay, we'll talk to my dead husband now. You tried to respond, but the words failed to escape. What comes out isn't language, it's a garbled, tangled mess of sound, like trying to speak underwater, like your mouth is moving but your brain can't follow. You need to stop giving a fuck about what people think. What you do is great. I get the worry, but seriously give yourself some credit. Thanks. I know. Some of my community has been trying to beat that into my brain, too. I definitely doubt she's neurotypical, though. You don't think I'm neurotypical? What? Okay, we're gonna have a conversation in Discord about this. What? You try again, still nothing but distortion, nonsense syllables that twist and break in your mouth. Oh dear. No, nothing bad. I just really want to know your opinion. So I just want to see, like, what makes you think that. That's the only conversation I need. And yet, Kazuki remains unfazed. He gives you that same gentle smile and looks at you with quiet understanding as if he already knows what you're trying to say. Lily, what do you think I was gonna do? What, you thought I was gonna go into your DMs and punish you or something? Like, I'm not that scary. I don't do things like that. Yes, no, that is not my reputation. Do I seem that way? Do I seem like I'm just gonna come in with like a hammer and bonk you? Lily thought they were about to be executed. Like, I'm traumatized. I'm sorry. That is not me. I will not like go in and punish you guys or like berate you guys like that. I flinch when someone moves near me. To be honest, I flinch whenever someone yells at me or raises their voice at me, to be honest. I have trauma regarding that. I'm nearly always paranoid. Oh no. Okay, I meant it in like a curious way. I was gonna ask you guys, be like, I need to know like what your opinions are. But anyways, he steps forward, then everything flickers like a corrupted file skipping frames. It's me. I'm sorry we only meet like this. Kazuki looks past you for a moment as if listening to something only he can hear. Then he speaks, but there's something strange in his voice. Something distant. Don't give them what they want. Good warning. The Omokade, it was keeping us apart, and now with that Onryo too. I want to come back to you, Lelia. I really do. But I can't. No matter how hard I try, and all I can do is watch you drift away. You all continue on with your lives while I remain locked away as a memory. That's not true. I'm still trying to find the reasoning behind your death. I'm sure it has something to do with that cult and maybe that strange spirit haunting me. You can always try to connect back with me, just tell me what to do. I don't want to ignore you. It's no use, Lelia. Can't you see? The common denominator here is you. It's because of you that I can't come back. It's because of you that I'm forgotten. It's because of you that I died. That's... Are you going to continue feigning ignorance? Are you going to ignore the problem again? Are you going to ignore it like you ignore your mother? Remember that sudden change during your childhood where she suddenly snapped? You tried to ignore it so badly, but you knew deep down you had to ignore it. You had to ignore the change and oh god, I can't read today. Continue on with your life. Just like you're doing now. It's okay. I get it. I just didn't think you would be the one to leave me behind. Please don't leave me behind, Lelia. Please. What in the world? I did not expect this CG from Kazuki. That's clearly not him. I don't think he would be trying to eat us like that. What? Excuse me? Flame. Flame, we need to have a talk about this. There's no way you would, this version of Kazuki. What is that mouth do? Hello? I know I say that about some of the characters as a joke, but what are you thinking? You jolt awake. I mean, I'm glad because then Flame doesn't have to see him anymore and say anything freaky about him. Your body is drenched in cold sweat, your breath coming out in shallow gasps. The room is dark, silent, but your heart is pounding like it's still trapped in that dream. You press a hand to your chest, trying to calm the emotional ache that lingers. The last thing Kazuki said still echoes in your mind. I didn't think you'd be the one to leave me behind. And for a brief second, you're not sure if it was just a dream. Your breath catches in your throat. No, it's the Omokade. It definitely is. You've seen it done before, wearing Ryota's face, using his voice like a puppet's. It knows how to get under your skin, how to whisper exactly what you need to hear or fear the most. It knew about the incident with your mother. The sudden change in her attitude was something only you and Ryota knew about. It knew how to use it against you. It has to be the Omokade. I'm just gonna go with it has to be the Omokade. You give both your cheeks a hard slap before you start spiraling, the sharp sting jolting you back to the present. You catch your breath and your vision steadies. The noise quiets down just enough for a single clear thought to bleed through. No, this is exactly what the creature wants. It's trying to mess with your psyche, using Kazuki's face as bait, luring you in, twisting your grief into doubt. You exhale slowly. The thoughts don't disappear, not completely. But you've taken back control. There are so many words I can turn eerie. What's up? Oh, hey, friendo. How are you? Welcome in. You see it now. It wanted to isolate you, to make you question everything. Oh, weird. Okay, I thought you meant eerie. Like, what words? I'm good. How about you? Good. I mean, I got off of work early. That was good. I finally ate something because I starved myself the whole day. Don't do that. And then I'm trying to complete this route, but I would ideally like to know how many days, but no one spoiled that. What do you mean, huh? Huh into what? Its words will remain. It's nothing more than static in your head. Don't starve, you need food. It's basically, I skipped breakfast. I didn't have time to eat lunch, so I didn't eat anything until I came home. Oh, there's 7 days, 1 week, 7 days to rank. You think there's only 7 days in this? You've already missed enough days. Time to return to the thrilling world of spreadsheets and awkward small talk. You went the whole day without food. Okay, see, I used to do that a lot. Like, I would only eat 1 meal a day. Don't do that. But yeah, I went the whole day without food. By the end of the day, I was just, really tired. I was like, I need food in my system. Eat 3 meals a day? Okay, I hope to dear God that everyone in my community takes care of themselves while I don't. Because I will legit encourage you guys to eat, sleep, do whatever you need to take care of yourselves. And then meanwhile, I'm being a hypocrite and not doing it. You're a person working, you need food? Oh shoot, I haven't eaten today. It's nearly 5. Lily, eat something. You get ready, donning on your regular work attire before heading out. I have a bit of time before I have to head out at 7 a.m. Oh, but Ryota's not here. Did he already leave? We'll just leave. Hey, wait up, Lelia. Before you step foot onto the alleyway, Ryota comes out behind you, locking the door shut as he strains out his tie. Wait up, let's head to work together. Oh, right, sorry. I forgot we're kind of living together now. Did you rest well? Our boss kept on sending messages at 2 a.m. It's hard to sleep when that happens. I get the feeling I'm going to have to go to medical mode and encourage you to eat. You know, that's probably sounds about right. Maybe. I can't eat right now. My sister's in the main room and you have to go through that to get to the kitchen. Damn. Oh, I see, Lily. Well, hopefully you get some food in your system soon. How is every character except for Yoda a smash? Don't do my man Yoda like that. That's so mean. It's so mean to him. Are you saying Kazuki is a smash too then? I thought you only liked Ren and slightly Haruki. Did he now? I suppose today will be one of those days. Hopefully it'll be better. The two of you quietly head to the station, boarding the usual crowded train. Hey, did you read that strange new article online? Is it about the scary ghost sightings at the parking lot? Oh man, do I have to go to the parking lot now? Yeah, I heard some guys from our school witness it when they were hanging out there at night. I guess. I'm glad I listened to my mom about not going out late at night. Didn't you just argue with her yesterday? Well, she is kind of overbearing and annoying, but she is my mom. Ahem. The girls quickly quiet down, faces turning red in embarrassment. The captain is quiet now, and yet her last words linger in your mind, echoing faintly. Oh, this is actually like a reference to, I think, Japanese subways, trains in general. You're supposed to stay quiet. So I guess that makes sense. So basically everyone is a smash in this game except Ryota. Okay, I see how you feel, Flame. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Ryota glancing in their direction. He must have heard them too. When your eyes meet, he immediately looks away, pretending to focus on anything else. After leaving the station, the walk feels too quiet for your liking. Swedish subways stay quiet because we all hate to talk to and around people, lol. Honestly, I think that sounds like an introvert's dream for me, because that way no one randomly says hi to me and then I have to like awkwardly say hi back. That literally is the most ideal thing. Maybe you should talk to Ryota about last night? Okay, so I see. I'm not gonna roast the devs because they work so hard on this. There's some like grammar mistakes or like sometimes they miss a few words. But then I can kind of tell what they're trying to say in the dialogue or like the writing. And then me just breaking the game with Ryota's route the entire stream. You know, let's talk to him about last night. He might hate me for this. I'm curious and I'm nosy like that. Can we talk about what happened last night? You glance at Ryota, but he quickly looks away, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. It just happens a lot. She comes and goes as she pleases. Does it bother you? No. I mean, not really. I'm used to it, I guess. It's nothing that I can't handle. We'll just get home earlier today. No big deal. Try a different angle because I don't want to continuously, like, make him uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe it's not such a good idea, not after what happened yesterday. Who knows what she might do today. It's alright. If it happens again, we can be a bit more prepared. I'll get some incense, some protection, even if it doesn't do anything. It's better than letting it run amok. And it'll give us a bit of control over the situation. Yeah, that actually sounds alright. He pauses, thinking it over, the tension between his brows slowly easing. Okay, let's try it. Legit, Swedish transport has 2 seats, but people only ever use 1 seat because no one wants to sit near random people. Honestly, that sounds like a dream for me. Like, the local subway stations that I have, oh my god. It's always so awkward because random people will sit next to me and, you know, I have to be polite and give the seat to them, but it's always so uncomfortable. But also, you get like a lot. Okay, this isn't like a dig against homeless people, but there are some homeless people there, like asking for money. And I remember feeling really uncomfortable because this guy was randomly asking me for money, and I was just like staying quiet. I pretended not to hear him because I had like earbuds in and I was listening to music. So I was just like, please don't talk to me. Y'all have subway systems? Noted. Yeah, it's just, I think they're doing construction with the subway with where I live, but it gets uncomfortable when, yeah. But also, people make it really messy. Like, the amount of times I've seen, like, a mess, I'm just like, holy hell, do you guys not pick up the trash you bring? Like, other countries, I feel like, are a little bit better about, like, you know, keeping the trash on you and keeping things clean. But, like, I swear in the US, people just, like, litter everywhere. Oh, that's helpful. Thank you. Wait, how is that helpful to you, Lily? What? Yeah, one problem where I live is sometimes it gets really packed, so I feel like sardines. Oh, it definitely gets packed in my subway system, but it's only because it's like a limited line. So yeah. The tension eases slightly between you as you walk. The weight of yesterday is still there, but now a little lighter. A little more manageable. Get some protection. That's my only task? Okay, well, I guess we're getting spiritual, supernatural protection, not the other kind. This is a third mistake today. It's already 3 p.m. and you've spent the entire day on just one task. I know, but some of these errors are coming from the system. It's hard to... I don't want to hear any excuses. Just fix it now. There's not many subway systems under construction in the US. Uh-oh. I didn't think he would actually try to figure that out. Uh-oh. In Sweden, we have a lot of cleaning service, so it's almost always clean in the streets and trains. Dang, I envy you. Because it's such a mess in my subway station. I'm just like, man, I hate using it, but I also don't like driving to the city, so I have to use it. He shoves a stack of papers onto your desk, the force almost knocking over your items. You crouch to pick up the scattered papers, feeling the weight of everyone's stares on you. It's the 4th time he's yelling at her today. You think he cut her some slack after the fire, but no. He had to start yelling again. Typical. By the way, let me know if you ever want me to send my data points to you. I mean, I'm curious now, so I would love to know. Except our weather switches like it's bipolar. Honestly, real, because sometimes for me, I swear the weather is really bipolar for us too. And I'm just like, bro, like, what? Like, sometimes the weather would be like, oh, it's gonna be like this, but then it's like the complete opposite. I'm just like, hello? You crouch to pick up the scattered papers, carefully balancing them in one hand while using the other to discreetly brush away your tears, hoping no one notices. Suddenly, a hand brushes past you, gently picking up the papers you were struggling to gather. Is it Ryota? It's okay, let me help you with that. He kneels beside you, picking up the papers quickly, then mutters loudly enough for others to hear. Don't worry about him. Some people just don't notice when others are having a hard time. Nishiyama-san, do you have a problem with the way I run my team? No, sir, I was just saying it wouldn't hurt to treat your employees with a little respect. What did you just say to me? Are you questioning me? Do you think you can talk to me like that? Oh, we get a CG of it. This is an interesting angle, but okay. I'm not questioning you. I'm just trying to point out that yelling doesn't fix anything. You don't tell me how to run my office. Fine. If you want to be the office hero so badly, then you can stay after work and finish all of this yourself. Alright. He bends to gather the papers calm and steady and heads back to his desk. Across the room, your boss is still smiling smugly. Maybe sooner or later, karma's going to catch up to him, and when it does, he won't be able to hide behind his arrogance. Hopefully. Benz? Hello? That's all you took away from that sentence? You continue to trudge away at your work, the weight of the day pressing heavier with each passing minute. Before long, your boss's attention shifts to Ryota instead. He starts berating him again, but this time it's different. His words aren't just about mistakes or deadlines. They're sharper, crueler, picking at Ryota's composure. His pride, his masculinity. Bro is picking on his masculinity too, really? You catch the smug curl of your boss's lips each time he lands a jab. The Ryota's remains outwardly calm, his expression unreadable. Are you sure you're going to stay? Well, the boss really wants this done by tonight. I'll just finish up as much as I can and head off. I should stay back with you. This is my fault anyway. It's not your fault. It's just the usual corporate nonsense. People throwing their weight around. You should go home and rest. It's been a long day for you too. But, Ryota, it's a lot of work. I can stay and help. No, it's really alright. There's just a bit left. Besides, maybe you should drop by the police station. They might have some information about your mom. I tried calling her again, but it went straight to voicemail. Same as before. Alright, but call me if you need anything, okay? Promise? Yeah, I promise. I'll see you soon, alright? You give him one last look before heading toward the elevator. The faint glow of his desk lamp follows you out, the sound of his pen scratching against paper lingering as the doors close. Well, we do need to get some protection from the temple for the ghost that's haunting him. But I guess we should go to the police station too. Actually, can I check on... I think I'm at 100% affinity with Ryota anyway. 110? It can go past 100? Hello? What's the max then? Do I need to max it out then? Don't I? I don't know what level it needs to be at. Just in case I break the game again, I'm going to save here. I don't trust myself. After what happened the last time I had to do this, damn, you're above friends with him. I thought 100 would be like the max. Usually that is, but unless they go with a different system. You head to the police station and notice some members of the organization speaking with a police officer. Oh, you called this though, Flame. Remember, it's just too hot, so you broke the game? Flame, wasn't it you that pointed out that possibly the whole town is in on it? So I think you're pretty much right. You pretty much called it. Because if the cult members are even at the police station, then yeah. You see him chatting with them, nodding understandingly, is something you never knew he was capable of. Almost immediately, they notice you and step forward. Hello, Lelia. Don't worry. We're just here to update the local authorities in case any missing person reports about your mom have come in. Before you can even speak, they continue. She's adamant about taking this spiritual journey seriously. It's very important that you don't disturb her. Her exact words to you are, Lelia, it's time you start taking your life seriously. This is your chance to finally follow my footsteps and do so keep it together. They carefully hand you the ring she wears around her neck. This is proof of her dedication to her craft. She's willing to forfeit all material things to focus on her path. Is she dead? They carefully place the ring in your hand, and you feel the cold metal grounding you as her words echo in your mind. With a final nod, the two of them bid farewell to the police officer and walk away. The officer turns to you, shaking their head slightly, a mixture of exasperation concerning their voice. Looks like you came at the right time, huh? Seems like these guys knew about your mom. I bet you were going to ask me about it too, just like you did with that husband of yours. Glad they showed up to clear everything up. Maybe you should be more like them. Stop causing trouble and put your energy into something that actually matters. I'm going to actually punch this cop because holy crap, he annoys the crap out of me. Now that you're here, and since you so rudely ignored my message yesterday, which by the way is illegal to ignore a law enforcement officer's order, I'd like to ask you some questions. Let's keep this simple. I'm tired, you're tired. If you can just cooperate and answer directly, we can get through this quickly and without any trouble. Let's not waste each other's time, shall we? The details around your apartment fire are concerning. You're lucky your neighbor wasn't home and that no one else got hurt. Fortunately, someone called the fire department in time, though I have to say the timing's a little suspicious. But hey, protocol's protocol, so why don't you tell me how the fire started? Oh wait, did I not do this because like I kept restarting the game? Maybe I did not go to the police station. So maybe we can skip through this part. Oh, can I not skip it? Because, oh, shoot, maybe I can't. Oh, the one time I actually pulled Ryota in the gacha, or like the slot machine minigame. But we can skip through this because technically we did see this, but maybe I just didn't do it on that one day, so now it's forcing me to do this conversation thing. Let's skip through this. I don't want to talk to a cop anymore. Oh my god. One more gambling minigame. Okay, am I free to go now, officer? Okay, I think I am free to go, so let's get some protection now. We haven't seen Haruki in a hot minute, too. You step into a temple, the quiet hum of incense filling the air. Up ahead, Haruki is speaking sharply with the priest, his arms crossed. Protection? Yeah, like protection from supernatural things. Like talismans, that kind of protection, I guess. Or incense. You're being reckless. If you're not careful, the upper sect will find out what you're doing and you'll drag me into all of this too. It's fine. I've got everything under control. Under control? You think this is a game? One wrong move and it won't be just you in trouble. I know. Trust me. I've done this a few times already. Each time I've learned something. This time it'll definitely work. He's done this a few times already. Does he remember each loop? Is he talking about like a time loop? I'm 100% sure the monk will die. No, the monk is actually nice. He's like a little bit enemies with Haruki, but he means well with us, at least. How many times have you said that, and how many times has it actually worked? Haruki's confident smile falters just slightly, though he quickly recovers. Well, that's different. This time is different. The priest exhales, shaking his head, clearly frustrated. You step closer, trying to figure out whether you should intervene or just watch. Nah, I feel like Haruki will F up and the cult will go after the monk as revenge. Maybe. Intervene? You step forward, clearing your throat. Am I interrupting anything? Don't worry, I was just leaving. We were having so much fun. Come back. He clears his throat, cheeks coloring slightly, and turns to you instead. Anyway, I'm really glad you came. What, were you expecting me or something? I had a hunch you'd come. He reaches into his pockets and pulls out a bundle of talismans, each one carefully inscribed with intricate symbols. Is he gonna tell me to, like, rip it at midnight? Okay, I swear. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time. Here, I have some talismans for you. That's a lot. Why do you have so many on you? You don't need to get ready if you stay ready. He sets the talismans gently in your hands, their weight solid and reassuring. But I actually need to talk to you about something important. It's about Ryota's spirit, the Onryo. What the? How'd you know about that? Did you see her? How do you even know what she is? Well, firstly, it's not hard to sense such a strong presence, especially one tied so closely to him. You can feel it almost like a shadow following him wherever he goes. And secondly, she's a scary woman with long hair, the pale and eerie kind. She looks like she was made for some horror movie that won't come out for a few years. I wonder what horror movie we're talking about. Probably it'll rake in $49.5 million worldwide and end up as a pop culture classic. I wonder what movie. I swear to God. Okay. Anyways, how did you know about this? It's kind of the reason I came to the temple in the first place. I needed some protective charms, at least, to try and keep her at bay. I had a feeling. But more importantly, the talismans are one thing. Being there for Ryota is just as important. You know better than anyone else the power your own emotions have over the situation. The Onryo feeds on his feelings, not only his, but yours too. The more fear you let yourself feel around her, the stronger she becomes. Take care of him, but I already know you will. Anyways, you probably have a million other questions, so go ahead, ask away. Though, you probably have some of them answered if you visited me yesterday. I tried to, you weren't at the office, bro. Ask about your own hauntings and its relations, I guess. These devs know how to break the fourth wall correctly. Literally, I've just seen so many references, I'm like, bro? The spirit that's haunting me. The Omokade? Right, that. Do you think there's some kind of connection between them? I think everything's always connected in some way, but honestly, I don't have any concrete evidence that they are. Still, your mood, your mental fortitude, it matters. It could unknowingly affect the Onryo too, whether you realize it or not. Nothing more to ask. Oh, and before you go, I've got one more for you. He rummages through his sleeve and pulls out a small charm shaped like a cat. The surface slightly worn but lovingly kept. This one's special. It's from a cat-themed shrine all the way in Tokyo. They say it's for love and marriage. It's supposed to bless the people who care deeply for each other. Are you giving this to me? Well, I'm giving this to you so you can give it to someone you really, really care about. It's meant to protect the one closest to your heart. Whoever you choose to give it to will be blessed with protection. You stare at the tiny cat charm in your hand, its painted eyes gleaming softly under the light. Do you have someone to give it to? Someone you truly care about? Someone you want to be closer to? I know Flame is screaming Ren, but we're not doing his route today. You feel your face heat up as your mind drifts to Ryota, fingers brushing over this tiny cat charm. Judging by that look, I'd say you already have someone in mind, huh? No, that's not... Sure. Whoever you decide to give it to is one lucky person. Being loved by someone like you, that's a blessing in itself. Is it the one he fought a kid for? Oh, I want to do Ren the route later. Definitely when I wake up tomorrow, when I have a lot more time. I was gonna do it so that you're not up, Flame. How are you still up right now? I'll handle things on my end, alright? You don't need to worry so much about the organization. And as for the spirits, they're only as strong as you let it be. You've done really well so far. It's pure determination. Just keep pushing forward. You've got this. Alright, I mean, there's really no other place for me to visit though. Can I just go back to Ryota's place? I mean, can I? You head back to a train station and step onto a train ready to settle in for the ride when your phone rings. I'm so glad you picked up. Lelia, please, you need to come to the office. Now. Huh? Ryota? I thought you said you had things handled. I did, but something came up. It's urgent. Please get here as fast as you can. Before you can even respond, the line goes dead. Fear spikes through you. Without thinking twice, you change direction, hop onto a train heading straight for the office. That uneasy feeling rises inside you again, gnawing at your chest as guilt wells up for leaving Ryota alone in the office. It's not him? You're calling it right now? You think it's the doppelganger again? Please be safe. Ryota, I'm here. What's wrong? Huh? What are you talking about, Lelia? Why are you here? Lily was so right. She called it. Now we're trapped, aren't we? The spirit's gonna trap us. What do you mean, why? You called me and told me to come to the office. I've been fully absorbed in my work for the past hour. I didn't call you. The two of you stare at each other, confusion mirrored in your eyes. Huh? But I have the call logs. Wait. You fumble for your phone, pulling up the call log to prove your point, but there's nothing. No record of any incoming call. Could you have imagined it? Lelia, maybe you should head back. You're worrying me. No, I swear I got a phone call and... Before you can process what's happening, your phone buzzes again. You glance down at the screen. The caller ID simply reads, Ryota? Why are you calling me? My phone's charging, it can't be me. What's going on? You stare at the phone vibrating in your hand, then slowly lift your gaze to a figure standing before you. A cold pit begins to form in your stomach. Is the person standing in front of you really Ryota? What's the matter? Now you're really worrying me, Lelia. Lelia, have you headed home yet? Are you alright? Is that me on the phone? What's going on? Are you with someone, Lelia? Hello? Your throat tightens. You can't bring yourself to answer. You stare at your phone, then at the person standing in front of you, back and forth, your pulse racing. Something's really wrong. Oh, you don't say! You don't say, huh? You finally notice it. His face. There's something off about it. Lelia, I'm outside the office. Are you still inside? Open the door. Wait, do not open it. Why are you not answering? Who's with you? This is serious. Open the door. That is not me. The spirit is trying to trick us again. You can't let it in. Lelia, if someone is there, tell me. Just open the door now. So, are we trying to choose who's the spirit and who's not? You trust me, don't you? Right? Oh, okay. If Ryota does not make a face like that, I'm pretty sure this is the spirit, man. We're trapped at the spirit. You close your eyes for a moment, hoping that it was just your mind playing tricks on you again, but you know better. No, you're not him. Oh god, no, it's got me picking. It's got me choosing. No. Open the door? No, okay. The doppelganger Ryota had this face, so that's why I don't believe it's him. I'm pretty sure if we said he's the real version, we're gonna die. Should I test it? To see if we die? I want to see if we die or not. Because... This... Wait, okay, wait, no. No. Okay, I thought it was just one choice and we die. But no, it seems like we're putting this together. Never mind. No, this isn't him. Because... This already happened before. This isn't normal. Lelia, come on. You're overthinking this again. I know I'm an overthinker, but I'm not crazy, okay? I am not crazy. Another dull bang hits the door, but he doesn't even flinch. You always do this. You spiral and assume the worst. Nothing is happening. Nothing is wrong. Do you really think it would just happen again? Exactly the same way? Be serious. But he wouldn't know about this. The real Ryota wouldn't know about the doppelganger and how the doppelganger acted. Your grip tightens around your phone. His words feel wrong, but they sink into you anyway. Heavy and poisonous. The banging grows louder, more frantic, but he keeps talking as if he can't hear it. The Omokado wants you to be paranoid. It wants you to doubt me. Don't let it win. You know me. You can trust me. You hesitate, but another loud bang makes you jump. Your body moves before your mind can decide, taking a step closer to him. That's better. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll protect you, like I always have. He steps closer. Too close. You believe me, don't you? The world seems to fall silent. When Ryota finally finds you, you are slumped against the office wall, surrounded by darkness and broken glass. You are shaking, your entire body trembling uncontrollably. Tears stream down your face, but your eyes look distant, unfocused. Go for the nuts. Real. But it's a spirit. Is it even gonna hurt it? You're gonna smash the doppelganger version? Okay. Your psyche is shattered. Whatever strength you had left has collapsed in of itself. Lelia, what's wrong? Talk to me, Lelia. Please say something. But no words come out. Your mouth opens, your throat strains, but nothing human escapes. Hey, crotch shot always works, but like, okay, think about it. If it's a ghost, how is that gonna like even hurt it? It's gonna go through the spirit. It's not like a physical form. I need toxic mint of real. Sometimes that be me. But then I also like the total softies. If it's healthy, I don't want it. I don't think that's a good mindset. Trust me, if the ghost is a guy, it will reflex. You think? Okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time. If there's like a masculine ghost, if it's a guy, if it was a guy in life, I will try to test that out for science. But Lily, I want you to have like a nice form of love, you know? So I hope you heal past the trauma. Yes, as a man, I can tell you it's true. Really? You think so? Instead of sound bubbles up, what broken wrong? A gurgling noise spills from your throat, the same one that thing made. Lelia, no, it can't be. It's supposed to only happen at the apartment. You want to answer him, you want to scream, but that noise is all that comes out. I'm not sure what else to do. She suddenly appeared in the office like this. She won't speak, she just keeps making that sound. I wouldn't try, otherwise they'll ghost you more, but I do have a few people I'm looking at right now. What? Like, I have a situationship that I'm uncomfortable with because I do like him, but I also don't want to hurt him and stay with him. I understand that, but I hope one day, like, I get always really hopeful for, like, my community, because I want you guys to have, like, a good life, so I always encourage, like, the best out of you guys. Are we, like, possessed by the spirit if we can't talk? His voice sounds strained, distant. You blink and realize you're sitting on a hospital bed. Ryota is speaking to a doctor just a few steps away, their voices low and clinical as if you are not even in the room. She won't even respond to me. It's like she's trapped in her own head. I can hear you. I'm right here. I'm talking to you. Can't you hear me? You try to speak, but neither of them reacts. They keep talking over you like your voice does not exist. Trauma can manifest this way. Her mind may be rejecting reality as a defense mechanism. The best thing to do is to keep her calm. Hey, I'm gonna get kidnapped one way or another. I don't know. I just know I will be. Okay, that is not a good thing. I hope that doesn't happen. I am calm. Listen to me. Ryota, please look at me. But he does not. No one does. You scream, but the sound that leaves your throat is not a scream at all. It is that wet, garbled gurgling again, that inhuman noise. And then everything begins to melt. The walls drip downward like wet paint. The doctor's face slides into a blur. Ryota's figure dissolves at the edges. The whole room collapses into a pool of black static until you are no longer anywhere, just floating in a void that hums with broken noise. Then comes the pain. A burning sensation tears through your body, raw and merciless as if invisible flames are eating through your skin. You cannot see them, but you can feel them. You feel everything. You try to move, you try to look for Ryota, but there is only static. You try to shout, beg, ask what is happening, but no words come. Only that same horrible sound. You are trapped. Trapped in an endless loop of pain, noise, and darkness. The cycle begins again. God damn it, that was a bad end? How am I supposed to get a good end? Why am I always getting the bad end, y'all? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Wait. But dude, this is exactly what happened with Haruki's round. I kept getting the bad end, but that one I messed up on something. For this one, I don't know like what I'm supposed to be doing then. What? I swear to God. Yeah, lock it. Well, it seems like I have to be at the station to go home. Like, the spirit's just gonna keep me from going home. Because we're stupid. Like, I don't know what else the game wants from a parking lot. Should we go to a parking lot? What the fuck? Why are there 3 guys just here? For some reason, you decide to visit the parking lot. From a distance, you spot a group of figures. They're vaguely human-shaped, huddled beneath flickering streetlight. I don't like that we're describing them as vaguely human-shaped. Are we, like, saying that they're not human, possibly? Maybe delinquents you think at first, but as you draw closer, something feels wrong. Something about them feels deeply wrong. That same creeping unease you felt back in your apartment rises in your chest like bile. Their bodies twitch, but not like people, but like puppets fighting invisible strings. Great. We love to see that, you know? And as the air thickens with a sickly metallic scent, one of them tilts his head towards you. Please don't. Please don't. You know, don't look at me. I hate that. Bro? I feel like the town is a ghost simulation. Maybe, because what the hell was that? Okay, curiosity got the best of me there, so that kind of happened. I mean, where am I supposed to go if not, like, home? Haruki's office is locked up, sealed with what looks like store-bought police tape, probably something he put up himself. Not sure why you want to visit a wrecked, empty office, but hey, to each their own. Ah, look, vague-shaped humans, faint animals, and weird moving things with wheels. Like, those three were just out-of-bound things you were not supposed to see. I went there because there were the people on the train talking about, like, ghosts being at the parking lot. And I was like, you know, let's go see what's over there. And then we actually see the ghosts, you know? I don't think I would survive a horror movie. I think I'm going to be the first one to die because I do something stupid just for shits and giggles. And then I'm going to get killed by the ghost or, like, a serial killer in a horror movie scenario. Or maybe I might actually lock in a real situation. Maybe it's a little bit different than a game. In games, I just do, like, the stupid choices first. Just to get it out of my system. I would survive because my response to horror is a knife or a gun. Smart. Especially gun. But I don't know how you're supposed to shoot a ghost, though. What happens if we go to Ren's apartment? You knock on Ren's door once, and then again, and then again. Okay, well, he's not there. Huh. Just bring a fuck ton of salt with you. Smart. That's smart, too. Okay, so we still can't go to our apartment anymore, I guess, after the first time. Well, I don't know what this game wants from me, because I'm stupid. What if we go to a cafe to visit Yoko, actually? Let's go visit Yoko. You step into a familiar scent of the roasted beans and sweet pastries. Yoko looks up from behind the counter the moment you enter. Ami-chan! Oh my god, you actually came by. I was just thinking about you. I'm so glad you stopped by for a visit. You've been busy, huh? A little. Mm-hmm, I bet. So, how's living with my brother like? Yoko... What? He told me all about it. Well, all about it, as in he acted super nonchalant and was like, it's temporary. It's not a big deal. But please, I know him. He was totes excited inside. It's been eventful. Eventful? That is not a normal answer. Has he made a move on you? I'll promise to scold him for that. I'm serious. It's just been a lot, but not bad. Yoko studies your face for a moment. I know. You know about the problem. I kind of thought you'd run away once you found out. I mean, I don't blame you. I ran away from it too. You know how Ryota is. He says he understands too, but I don't think he's ever forgiven me for it. But you're still here. So, thank you, really. Huh? You're not exactly denying it, are you? You don't have to thank me. I do. He acts strong, but he's been carrying that by himself for so long. I was always worried that if someone got too close and saw everything, they'd leave. And that would break him more than he'd ever admit. So yeah, thank you for taking care of him. He takes care of me too, you know. I know he does. Look at you two being all mutual support core. It's so cute, I might actually cry. Yoko, please. Sorry, I'm just super excited. And I'm really glad you're still here, Ame-chan. Why do I relate to Yoda? Maybe that's why you don't like him. Because, I don't know, maybe... I know you just don't like it, but maybe because they're too similar to you, so that's why you end up liking the other characters, because they're not similar in terms of personality. Before you can respond, she hands you a steaming cup of coffee. This one's in the house, or it should more so be on the house, but I'll overlook that. Consider it a little boost from me, and thank you for looking out for him after all this while. I don't like myself, so I hate him. Oh, okay, I didn't mean it that way. With a playful wink, she heads back behind the counter, diving into her cafe duties, leaving you holding the warm cup and a lingering sense of comfort. Well, that doesn't help me. I honestly have no idea how to not get the bad end. You know, because I'm a little cheater, I'm gonna try to see if anyone's posted about Ryota's route in this game's Steam page. Because that's literally how I got the hint for Haruki. Okay, actually, never mind. Maybe there's not enough guides. I think everyone's struggling. Holy shit. I think everyone's struggling. Oh, okay. I got spoiled on which endings are the most sad. Actually, huh. I don't know what to do. Everyone's struggling to figure this game out, bro. Okay, maybe there's just not enough people and enough data for me to figure this crap out. Do we get to smash anyone? I don't know. Someone gave an opinion on which one's the least sad to the most sad. So, I feel like we're gonna be crying on some routes, you know? To be honest, I'm not surprised which route is the most sad one. It kind of makes sense, but... You know what? I'll just save here. And then see if it'll still give me a bad end, because I don't know what else it's gonna ask me to do.
Lily_PF get that pen. Get that paper.
You want me to manually do this? Okay, so it always... No, this isn't him. I never told you about the shape-shifting omokade. The thing wearing Ryota's face watches you, then exhales sharply, clearly annoyed at your defiance. Worth a shot, I guess. Oh, maybe I chose the wrong option, maybe? Its smile twists into an all-too-wide grin before it suddenly lunges straight for you. You brace yourself. But the door behind you bursts open with a violent crack. Get away from her. The real Ryota shoves himself between you and the imposter, shielding you as the creature hisses in frustration, so I'm a dumbass, so I just chose, like, one wrong answer. So I won't get the bad end again, maybe. Ryota? Ryota winces as the thing slowly recoils, its form shifting back to its true shape. What? I swear to God, if you say you're going to do something to this flame, I'm gonna question you so much. If you comment on their mouth, You're surprised to see a long-limbed woman with scraggly hair and torn clothes standing before you, her limbs unnaturally stretched too long for comfort. Though it isn't the centipede-like body you expected, it's something far more unsettling. Woman? What? Even more? That accursed centipede isn't the only one who can shapeshift. You stare at the creature, unable to make out its features. Its face twists and warps into an incomprehensible blur, shifting unnaturally with every movement. It's her. You feel him tremble as he takes a cautious step back. Amid the blur of her shifting face, you make out a grin. A low, wet gurgle escapes what you presume is her gaping mouth. Ryota flinches, stepping back again, clearly rattled by the sound. Who are you? Doesn't matter who I am. Knowing my name will not change the effect I have on him. She's making that god-awful noise again. Lelia, please make it stop. What? She's clearly speaking. The creature smiles, a warped curve spreading across the blur of its face. Oh, what a pity. He can never understand me. Only now do you realize Ryota hears nothing but that horrific gurgling. But to you, her words are clear. You can understand her. You can speak to her. Kiss the creature to stop it from making any noises. But why? I don't understand. What's happening? This is your punishment for interfering with him, you know. I was content having Ryota to myself, just whispering to him, breaking him down, watching him crumble piece by piece. He was mine. But then you came along, yet to interfere, yet to drag him back toward the light, back toward hope. She tilts her head, the blur of her face shifting like something struggling to hold a shape. But I should thank you. Truly, thanks to you, I am finally free. No more pretending, no more hiding in that rotting shell of flesh. I like her possessiveness. I don't think that's a good type of possessiveness. I mean, I like my own fair share of possessiveness, but... You helped me shed my cage, and now I can finally live as my full self. Her voice twists, amused, almost grateful. You turn to Ryota, desperate for clarity, but he isn't looking at her. He stands rigid, hands clamped over his ears, face pale. Hey, as long as she's only focused on me, so this is kind of scary. Why do I attract viewers who have like similar mindsets? Like I do like my fair share of possessive characters and yanderes in my life. But like, why is everyone like this? He's backed halfway to the wall, eyes wide with panic, as if the sound alone is tearing him apart. We are all traumatized in some way. I don't think that's a good thing. He doesn't understand a word that creature is saying. All he hears is that monstrous gurgling. The noise in your head swells. Her words, Ryota's fear, your own heartbeat pounding like a drum. Well, we got talismans from Haruki, and we also got a charm to protect the one we love. So I wonder if that's gonna help? Wink wink. Who are you? Stop toying with us and just tell me who you are. Your voice cracks, louder than you intended. The desperation bleeding through your words makes the creature tilt her head as she rolls her eyes. There it is. You were never good at controlling your emotions. Even now, when it matters most, you can't hold yourself together. You can't even handle a simple question. You've never changed since childhood. The way she says it is sharp, dismissive, laced with disappointment. All of this so painfully familiar, uncomfortably so. You try to think, but her words keep circling your mind like vultures, tearing at your focus. How are you supposed to fight something when you do not even know what it is? Haruki's voice echoes in your memory. Remember, find similarities. Spirits usually keep their habits from when they were alive. Right, but how am I supposed to do that now? She mentioned something about controlling my emotions? This feels familiar. I've heard it somewhere before. Stuck, are we? Have you sorted through your emotions yet? She tilts her head, her voice soft but sharp, cutting through the chaos in your mind. Always failing to keep it together, huh, Lelia? Something clicks within you. That's right, your mom, right? Oh, wait, there's 3 choices. Because her, like, berating us kind of reminds me of mom, but I could be wrong. I don't know if it was the cultist, though. Let me try mom, because honestly, she reminded me of the mom first. The thing cackles loudly. This time it's laughter mixed with a gurgle groan and is attempted at laughing, but it just comes out as an uncomfortable noise. Ryota flinches, shrinking back as her laughter reverberates through the room, filling every corner with its twisted resonance. Not gonna lie, if this is a mom, I like this version more. Oh, God. After a long, tense moment, the thing finally speaks. My, you cretins never fail to entertain me. What? You talk? Of course I do, and you know what's worse? You managed to figure it out in seconds. Something Ryota couldn't do his entire childhood. Wait, what did you just say? The creature tilts her head. Oh, I was right! A grin spreading across her warped features, but she doesn't answer. Fuck me, please. Why? Lily, why? You guys. Hello? You guys cannot be this down bad for this Onryo. You already know the answer. Suddenly, every light in the room bursts at once, with glass shattering, sparks flying. You both scream as the room is thrown into darkness. You're alright. You're here. You're okay. Just breathe. He doesn't seem to hear you. Ryota is on the floor, hands gripping his hair, gasping for air like he's drowning. His shoulders shake with every ragged breath, and tears stream down his face. I can't. She was here. I heard her. She was right there. Listen to me. Just take a deep breath. You're not even sure what you're supposed to do now. Your thoughts are scattered, fragmented. You want to comfort him, but you can barely steady your own breathing. But you have to hold on for his sake, too. We're safe now. It's okay. That thing's gone. You're lying, probably. Things will get way worse from here onwards. You know that for sure, but you can't fall apart. Not now. His breathing comes in desperate bursts, chest rising and falling too fast. He tries to speak, but only chokes out broken sounds. It's okay. I'm here. You're not alone. Not anymore. Are you sure you don't need to see a doctor or something? I just want to go home. Real. You sit beside Ryota as the train doors close. It's strange. It's empty. No passengers, no sound, not even a hum from the lights. Please don't tell me this train is going to take us to like a spirit world or something. It feels strange, but you've got worse things to worry about. You try to talk to him once, then again, but then he stays silent. Eyes fixed on the window as the train rattles through the dark. How are you feeling? Ryota doesn't answer. He just sighs, rubbing his hands together. I'm sorry you had to experience that. It's alright. I'm kind of used to all the scary hauntings and stuff by now. No, I mean, I'm sorry you had to see me like that. So weak. You pause. You've never seen Ryota cry that much before. Okay, I guess to wrap a horror movie, but not a ghost one, that the reality breaking stuff would make my trust issues and paranoia go crazy. Literally anything with doppelgangers, I think I would just be too trusting, and then I'm gonna die. He's so mean, bro. So that's why you don't like him. Then I guess we're even. You've seen me cry enough times. I also hate crying in front of people. So I try to make sure no one sees me crying. I cry by myself. Ryota lets out a shaky breath. That's supposed to be a laugh, but it sounds more like a sigh. It's different for me. Everyone expects me to keep it together, be strong. At least that's what your mom used to say. It's not proper for a man to be weak. Okay, can we not with the toxic masculinity here? Men can cry. It's okay to cry. Hello? Sadly, I'm gonna hop off for the night. Glad I was finally able to catch one of your streams, though. You're very entertaining, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of your chaos. Thank you so much, Rob. I'm going to be just casually lurking on your channel. I've been watching your like shorts out of curiosity. Like I said, I get really nosy whenever someone finds me. But thanks for joining us tonight. LMAO, I cry too much? I can't really cry. I stopped doing it like 7 years ago. Really? For me, I just don't like showing it in front of people. It's not like the fact of being weak. I just don't want anyone to see my emotions. I had to hydrate for a bit. Elise, that's what your mom used to say. It's not proper for a man to be weak. Mom's not here. You're not weak. Thanks for the hydrate, Lily. My mother's teachings have always been flawed. I know how strong you are, how you saved me from the Onryo. Strong? I was kind of reduced to a sniveling mess after a while. It doesn't matter. All that stuff from my mom about how men aren't supposed to cry is bullshit. Thank you, MC, because it is bullshit. If you hadn't taken the first step to protect me, I would have been too useless to do anything. What I'm trying to say is, I admire you for being able to keep everything together, even when everything around us is so chaotic. Thanks for believing in me, Lelia. But I don't know how long I can keep living up to that. Now that we know that the Onryo is her, great. But I don't know what else to do. Wait, if the Onryo has been posing as our mom the entire time, what happened to our actual mom? That's what I'm trying to question. Because she did say, like, she was free. She no longer had to be, like, in that flesh suit. So now I'm questioning things. Like, was the Onryo was around us, like, the entire time. Since childhood, Ryota's been dealing with that. So I'm trying to think, wait, huh? Break free from her grasp. There's only one thing we can do now. We have to find a way to remove her from our lives. Besides, she's already made it easier by telling us not to contact her anymore. Maybe it's just the bad emotions made it manifest? Maybe. The next step, I suppose, is to break any psychological hold she has on us and to resist any lingering expectations she left behind. Oh, well, that makes sense, because she had, like, really heavy expectations on both Ryota and MC. So, they said, remember what the spirit was in life. So, that must be, like, the mom's actual spirit, but then now she's just an Onryo haunting them, maybe? And because of, like, the years of I would say verbal abuse, in terms of MC's case, they have to, like, heal from that and break that. That's going to be hard. Plus, who knows how long that'll take. No one expects us to break free from a toxic relationship overnight. But it's taking the first step that counts, as scary as it is. Then what about you, Lelia? How do you feel about this all? I can't do this alone. I know how all of this sounds, Ryota, but in all honesty, I'm scared. I'm terrified of what we're up against, of her, of whatever she has become. Oh god, my throat. Of what we still do not know. I can't pretend I'm not afraid. I know it might be selfish of me to say, but I can't do this alone. Not without you. We've already been through so much together, and it's even more selfish for me to ask you to stay. Well, I'm glad the algo led me to you. Have a great rest of your stream. Don't cause too much mayhem. Oh no, I saw that just now, but it's okay. Or I'll probably already head it off for sleep. But the algorithm has mysterious ways. You know, I'll stay if you ask me to. I know, but I can't ask that of you. You keep telling me to face things, to make decisions, to be brave. You keep telling me to face things, to make decisions. But do you remember what I told you before? It's okay to rely on me. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. You're allowed to lean on someone. The squids have judged Yoda. I hope you'll let me be that person too. See, I like the answer of like, let's do this together, because I feel like he feels this need of, he has this desire to be needed, and he keeps wanting us to rely on him. So if I went the independent route, I feel like he wouldn't like that answer as much. The two of you sit quietly on the train, the weight of everything unsaid hanging between you. It feels like whatever needed to be said has already been said. You notice the emptiness around you, and a small relief washes over you. At least there's no one here to witness it all. Suddenly the train halts at a station that isn't yours. You didn't catch it before, and when you glance at the train's display screen, it doesn't show the station either. What did I say about going to a spirit realm? Ryota stands up as suddenly as the train comes to a stop and turns toward you. Ryota? I need to clear my head. What happened tonight? It shook me more than I thought it would. Because now it involves you, not just me. Kiss, 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 kiss. What? I'm scared. I know I have to face all this, but I don't know how. I need to think. I understand. You know, you've said everything you need to say. All that's left is for Ryota to make his decision. You'll come back, right? Ryota smiles softly, a hint of vulnerability in his eyes. Hey, empty train car, no better place, right? I mean, you're right. Whatever fear I feel right now, the thought of coming back to you gives me more hope than anything. Sorry, Lelia, I'm showing you this pathetic side of me. I need to clear my head, to sort through all of this, but I promise, I'll come back stronger. Strong enough to protect you from anything, to stand by you without hesitation, strong enough to be someone worthy of being with you. There's a quiet warmth behind his words, as if he's offering you a piece of his heart amidst all the fear. So, wait for me. I'll come back and I won't let you down. Ryota steps off the platform just before the doors close and you see him wave to you from the edge. An anxious knot tightens in your stomach. Why didn't you get off with him? Why didn't you tell him to stay? It feels as though some invisible string is tugging at your life, leaving you nothing but a spectator or someone else directs this scene. You sit in the train silently watching the city blur past and eventually make your way back to Ryota's home, lost in your own restless thoughts. Day 8. How many days are there? You head home without Ryota, the sound of static still ringing faintly in your head. After everything that's happened today, you're completely drained. You collapse on your bed without even bothering to change, letting the weight of exhaustion pull you under 420 days, imagine? Sleep is all you want right now, everything else can wait. Still, you check your phone one last time, hoping for a message from Ryota, your mom, anyone. It seems your prayers have been answered. Ren? Oh, we got our Ren cameo? Ren stands in your doorway, but he doesn't look like himself. His chest rises and falls too fast, and his eyes never seem to stop moving. Lelia. Ren, what happened to you? There isn't enough time. I came here while I'm still able to. I don't understand. Why are you here? How did you find me? I'm sorry for all of this. Things are about to get worse. Much worse than before. What do you mean? Can you explain things instead of speaking so cryptically? I can't, but I can tell you that the organization, they know. Both you and that childhood friend of yours should be very careful now. They know everything now. His voice drops barely above a whisper, and they're not going to ignore it anymore. There isn't enough time left. They'll be coming for you soon. Your heart stutters. Who is? He stops moving. The air feels colder. Hiroshi no Kami. How about you? Are you safe? That doesn't matter. I'm more worried about you. No, you're going to get hurt. It doesn't matter. I don't matter. Not in the grand scheme of things. Don't talk about yourself that way. But you do. He reaches into his pocket with trembling fingers and pulls out a talisman. It looks much different from Haruki's. The paper is crisp, the ink lines are perfect, careful, controlled. Take this. He presses it into your palm and closes your hand around it like he's afraid you'll drop it. Only use it when you have no other choice. When is that? He hesitates. Too long. You'll know. Use it to protect the both of you. You search his face. He won't look at you. Ren, what's going to happen? He finally meets your eyes. He looks fearful. Just promise me you'll be careful. Don't trust anyone blindly. And don't try to handle everything alone. His voice wavers and steadies again. Please. Silence stretches between you. Then he steps back. I have to go. Wait! He leaves without saying another word, the air in your room collapsing back into silence as if he was never there. For a long moment, you just stare at the doorway, unsure if this interaction even happened. It feels unreal, fragile, like a nightmare that forgot to fade when you woke up. The anxiety creeps in slowly, then all at once. What did Ren mean? Are you really in danger? Is Ryota in danger too? Your stomach twists, tight and sick, like you're waiting for the results of something that could change your life. That heavy, suspended moment where you already know the answer won't be good, but you still have to hear it anyway. That feeling settles in your chest and refuses to move. You check your phone again, hoping maybe this time will be different. But the screen stays quiet. No messages, no calls, nothing. You let out a small sigh, the sound barely filling the room, and set your phone aside. There's nothing left to do but to sleep. Maybe some rest will dull the fear pressing down on your chest. Maybe your dreams will be kinder than reality. You doubt it. But still, you close your eyes and try. Just sleep. Just sleep. Ryota's stepping off the train. You wonder where he went. Maybe he waited at some unfamiliar station, sitting alone on a cold metal bench. Maybe he found a cheap hotel and fell asleep with the TV still playing. Maybe he read your messages. Maybe he didn't. Maybe your mind drifts further, slipping into that hazy space between waking and dreaming. Ryota stands on the empty platform, wind tugging faintly at his coat. He looks lost in thought for a long, silent moment before his expression hardens. He turns and boards the train again. At first, he's only pacing, back and forth, back and forth. He turns on his heel and walks back the way he came. Then again and again. Until finally, he stops. He looks toward the sliding doors at the end of the carriage. The small screen above them flickers with strange, unreadable text for a split second. He looks confused before he continues walking again, this time towards the next cabin. He starts off slow, calculated before his pacing turns urgent, desperate. He's searching for something, or maybe he's running from it. Is this a dream? You're not sure anymore. You can't tell. Ryota's just moving through the endless stretch of carriages, his footsteps echoing. He passes through one door, then another, and another. A woman standing at the end of one of the carriage. He starts speaking to her, but you can't hear the words. He hugs her before he runs into the darkness behind him. He disappears. Then reappears. The same scene repeats again and again and again. Like a broken film reel loop. Like a trapped memory. Your thoughts fracture. The dream splits into jagged shards that spin and overlap, each flickering for only a heartbeat before shattering into the next. Running. Darkness. That woman again. Panic. Light. darkness, grief, regret, death. Wait, he has an eye patch in that scene. Wait, is that supposed to be one of the loops? I wonder. So many fragments. Until the fragments begin to pull together, stitching to something entirely different. He's giving Leon vibes. Something different now. It's your turn. Your breathing steadies and the dream settles. Your room slowly forms around you. Except it isn't quite right. The bed is in the wrong place, the cabinet is made from a darker wood, the curtains hang a little too still. It's your room, and yet it isn't. You try to move, but your arms don't respond. Panic crawls slowly up your spine. Your eyes dart instead, the only part of you that listens. A faint glint catches the light on the floor. A syringe. Torn clothes, an obvious sign of a struggle. Your gaze drifts further, and that's when you see it. A figure sits in the corner of the room, knees pulled up, shoulders trembling with soft, broken sobs. Their faces buried in their hands, shadow beyond recognition. The voice that slips out is fragile, ancient, worn down by longing. Why don't you remember me? I waited for you for centuries. The words echo like wind through an empty shrine. You promised. After everything, after centuries of waiting, you promised me. Why won't you break the curse? Why do you keep me trapped in this endless cycle? If you marry me, everything ends. The curse, the pain, the losing, and losing, and losing will finally end what we started. The syringe glints again in the half-light, and you still can't move. You can't even speak. The muscles in your mouth move against you, allowing only a groan to escape your lips. He's so pretty, though! It echoes weakly in the room, swallowed by the heavy air, and the silhouette in the corner slowly lifts her head at the sound. You made me do this. I didn't want to use this, but you wouldn't listen to me. Why won't you believe me? If only you had agreed, in this lifetime, and the one before, and the one before, and the one before. If only you kept your promise. You couldn't even remember my name. Their voice trembles between heartbreak and fury. I was your everything. As you were mine. A breath, a sob, a bitter shaking laugh. I was... The candles flicker out. The world collapses into shadow before you can finish. You wake up with a start, your heart pounding, your breath shallow, the sheets tangled around you like restraints. The remnants of the dream cling to your mind in flashes. A voice pleading, a candlelight, a name on the tip of your tongue. You try to hold onto it to remember what felt so urgent. But the harder you grasp, the faster it slips away. Must not have been very important. Oh no, I think it was very important, you know? You check your phone again, hopeful, but again, nothing. No notifications, nothing, only an email from a subscription you don't remember signing up for. You sigh, the hope of seeing Ryota again dwindling. Maybe you did something wrong? Maybe you scared him off, maybe you said the wrong things that made him slowly distrust you. He wouldn't have run away, right? Leave you to face all of this alone? That thought sits heavy in your chest. Cold and sour, the silence of your room only makes it worse. Just you. And the creeping feeling that somewhere along the way, maybe you made the wrong choice. I guess there's no use dwindling. I better get to work. Okay, I'm gonna save here because I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up somehow. Knowing me. Okay. I don't think there's anything I have to do. You take one last glance around the apartment. It feels quieter than usual. Too quiet. Without Ryota here, the space feels a little emptier, like the air itself is waiting for something that never quite arrives. You let out a small sigh. Maybe you're just imagining it. Maybe you're not. Either way, there's nothing left to do but lock the door and head to work. While on the train, you notice the two girls from yesterday on the train again. You try not to tune into their conversation, but you find your ears doing so by itself. So, how did that talk with your mom go? I assume she wasn't happy about you sneaking into a parking lot last night? Ugh, don't remind me. She went completely ham on me, shouting so loud I thought the neighbors might call the cops. I don't even know why she has to be like this all the time. She wasn't like this when I was younger. I guess she just got more overprotective. Sorry, I can't go to the movies with you today. Holy shit, I haven't eaten 24 hours. I'm still not hungry. Girl, get something to eat. Sometimes the hunger pangs do go away after a while. Like, just go eat. I know that from experience. Don't worry about it. I'll ask my boyfriend. Right, you started dating Yamato-kun. Have fun, I guess. Thanks. I hope you can make up with your mom soon. After all, she is your mom. Maybe. I don't know if we'll ever really make up. They rise as their stop approaches, disappearing into the crowd. Youth. You watch them go, and the words linger like a half-remembered dream. After all, she is your mom. You've heard that line countless times like a soft chant meant to ease the ache of your heart. But can it? After all, the heartbreak, all the cold words, all the moments you wish she had been someone else entirely, can she still bear the weight of that title? Mother. The word twists in your mind, fragile and jagged like a crown made of glass. You want to reach for it, to hold onto it as if it could mend the past, but can it? After all she has done, does the mantle still belong to her, or has it slipped through your fingers long ago? You open your phone, your thumb trembling as it hovers over your mom's contact. A tight knot coils in your stomach, worry gnawing at you from the inside. For a long moment, you just stare, caught between the urge to hear her voice and the fear of what that voice might bring. Do you give her a call? You know, I don't know if this choice affects anything, but just in case, I'm gonna save. And then we'll call her. You press the yes button and wait, your heart thudding in your chest. Surprisingly, the line picks up. Mom, are you okay? You haven't been... My dear, how many times do I have to tell you not to bother me? I know, Mom, but because it doesn't seem like you do. How many phone calls does this make? 6, 7? Oh my god. And how many more will it take for you to get the message? I was only worried for you. No, you don't seem to understand what you're doing. What is that emo? Is that actually... Oh my god. Your constant calling and messaging is deliberately sabotaging my chances at ascension. The other members already look at me with such envy. Are you trying to ruin this for me? I wasn't trying to... Tell me, do you even think before you call, or do you just dial and expect me to clean up the mess afterward? There's a long silence. You can hear your own breathing through the receiver, shaky and small. I'm sorry. Good, at least you understand that much. Next time, think before you call, if there even needs to be a next time. Right, sorry. I have to go. Do not do this again. The line goes dead. You stand there with the phone still warm in your hand, staring at the darkened screen as if it might blink back to life and offer you something softer, something kinder. You sigh. You shouldn't have called her. What good would have even come from doing so? That familiar ache curls up inside your chest again, the one that feels like reaching for sunlight and finding only glass. The mantle was lost a long time ago. You finally step off the crowded train and make your way toward the office, only to be greeted by a wall of people gathered outside the building. It's the usual morning rush, except this time there's yellow police tape wrapped around the entrance. An ambulance idles at the curb, lights flashing weakly in the daylight. Did something happen to Ryota? A strange, heavy feeling settles in your chest as you inch closer. Police officers stand near the doors, talking to a few of your colleagues. What's unsettling isn't the scene itself, but how everyone reacts to it. No panic, no fear, just annoyance. Did you hear they're calling us in for interviews one by one, apparently? Seriously, I have so much paperwork today. This is going to ruin my schedule. They sigh dramatically as if discussing bad cafeteria lunch rather than a police incident. Another coworker overhears and snaps at them. Someone was gravely injured. Maybe try showing a little sympathy? The two of them mumble something under their breath and walk off. You blink nervously. Injured? You overhear another fragment. The boss. Assaulted in the middle of the night. Found alone. Well, to be honest, the boss kinda deserves it. No offense, he's a piece of shit. Your boss. But that doesn't make sense. You were here last night with Ryota and you definitely didn't see him. A chill creeps up your spine. You lower your gaze, shoulders tensing. The last thing you need is police attention. Again. So you slip past the tape, past the murmurs and whispers, and quietly head inside to work, pretending none of this has anything to do with you. Even though you know deep down it probably does. You try to continue working as usual, fingers tapping rhythmically across the keyboard. Numbers, emails, reports, all the things that normally drown out the noise in your head. But today the noise refuses to quiet down. And I keep hearing the subway, like the train sound effects. It's broken. It keeps playing. Every so often a colleague's name is called. One by one, they stand up, disappear into a meeting room, and don't return for at least 20 minutes. Oh wow, it disappears as soon as I say that. Nope, it's playing again. Never mind. Even better, that police officer whom you had the unfortunate pleasure of knowing seems to be the one conducting all the interviews. Great, even he's here. Okay, I just need to relax. You straighten in your seat, deep breath in, hold out. Deep breaths. Hold in, hold out. It doesn't seem to help. Excuse me, ma'am, it's your turn. You jump, half expecting to be escorted into a meeting room, but you turn to realize that was directed to the woman at the desk next to you. She startled stands and walks off toward the room. The door closes behind her with a soft click that sounds far too final. Your heart starts beating too fast. The screen in front of you blurs. That crawling sense of dread trickles up your spine and settles under your skin, prickling there. They're going to find out you were here with Ryota last night. But it's not like you were doing anything wrong. You didn't even see your boss anyway, so how could they pin the blame on you? But then again, how are you supposed to explain a ghost haunting to the police officer if they ask you why the place was in such a mess yesterday? He already thinks you're crazy. This would definitely send you to a mental asylum. Not to mention the rumors from your colleagues. You can practically feel them tightening around your throat. No, breathe. It'll be okay. Any minute now. Your turn is coming. You try to type, you mistype every other word, you delete, retype, delete again. Your hands won't stop shaking. Play a rhythm game. Will that help me with my sanity? We'll focus on our work. You force yourself to shove every unwelcoming thought in the back of your mind and stare at the document in front of you. No more. I need to finish this up by today. You start by typing and typing and typing, but your nerves won't settle. You brush the loose strands of your hair from your face. You take a sip from your mug even though it's already gone cold. You glance at the time, then at the meeting room door, then back at the time. Every tiny noise makes you flinch, your anxiety spiking at every pin drop. Your fingers keep moving out of habit, but your brain feels like it's lagging behind. After a while, you finally stop and look at the screen. You've typed the same sentence over and over and over again. So much for focusing. Aren't you a busy one? You look a little nervous too. Something wrong? You almost jump out of your chair at the sound of his voice. Your heart skips and slams back into rhythm. Officer, what are you doing here? He raises a brow. You didn't notice all the police interference around you today? You swallow, your throat suddenly dries. I've been really focused on work. He doesn't bother responding to that. His gaze lingers on you for a moment, unreadable. It's your turn. Your stomach drops. You shut your laptop with a quiet click, stand up, and smooth down your clothes even though your hands won't stop shaking. With a resigned sigh, you follow him toward the meeting room. Oh god. Oh wait, we see the officers in color? You sit down at the table. The room feels colder than the rest of the office, like the air has been wrung dry. Officer Watanabe takes the seat across from you, dropping a thin file onto the table. Another officer sits beside him, pen already poised over a notebook. Both of them look exhausted, not sympathetic, just done. Let's make this simple. Please refrain from including any of your unusual hallucinations this time. Oh, fuck you, dude. He says it flatly, like he's reminding you not to chew gum indoors. The other officer tilts his head, squinting at you with sudden interest. Is this the grieving widow you mentioned? Officer Watanabe lets out a slow sigh. He doesn't bother answering directly. The silence is enough. The officer with the notebook huffs a quiet laugh under his breath. Figures. Their eyes linger on you a little too long, like you are not a witness, just an inconvenience, maybe even a joke. Heat creeps up your neck, embarrassment, shame, anger, all of it tingles together until it sits heavy in your chest. You straighten in your seat. You cannot mess this up. If you do, you have the feeling they will keep you here for a very, very long time. Officer Watanabe leans back in his chair, flipping open the file. Alright, let's start with something simple. Where were you last night? Okay, do we have to lie? I was staying back at work. I left the office earlier, but I came back later that night around, let's say 11:30 p.m. I'm not quite sure, but the trains were still running. Your voice sounds steadier than you feel. Officer Watanabe studies you quietly for a moment, then nods once. That matches the footage. The other officer keeps writing, pen scratching faintly against the paper. Next, then let's talk about what you were doing here. My colleague Ryota needed help with some paperwork. I'm convinced they blocked the eyes purely so the artist didn't have to draw it. Honestly, real. You think carefully, making sure your voice stays steady. My colleague Ryota, he needed some help with some paperwork. Paperwork? Yes, he texted me saying I'd forgotten to sign off on some documents. Our client needed the project first thing in the morning, so I came back to fix it. You recall the forms you signed the day before. It's not really a lie, just rearranged truth. You almost feel proud of yourself for sounding convincing. Officer Watanabe scribbles something down, expression unreadable. I see, and you came back just for that? No other reason? Just that. He sighs softly, still writing. You office people really love your deadlines, don't you? He says it dryly, but he doesn't press further. Your heartbeat finally slows, at least for now. Officer Watanabe flips to a new page in his notebook, his gaze returning to you. Alright, then let me ask you this as well. Did anything happen last night that you think is worth mentioning? Some of you colleagues reported that parts of the office were in a bit of a mess this morning. Do you know anything about that? You freeze for a moment, unsure how much he already knows. Like, how do you explain the ghost occurrence? A mess? Papers scatter, the chairs move, things not where they were supposed to be. He studies your expression carefully. So, did you have anything to do with that? If we say there was a mouse... There was a mouse. Well, before we left, a mouse ran out from under the tables. It startled both of us. We tried to catch it or at least chase it out so it wouldn't be in there in the morning. But I guess we probably knocked over some things in the process. You remember a few months ago when your colleagues were complaining about mouse droppings in the pantry. Maybe it's not so far-fetched that a family of mice has been quietly living somewhere in this building all along. The thought makes you feel slightly ridiculous, but also relieved that there's at least a logical explanation for some of the chaos. A mouse, huh? Well, at least it wasn't a ghost. This damn city needs an exterminator. Alright, any last words before we close this off? No, nothing else. I just hope you find whoever did it soon. He raises an eyebrow at you, studying your expression for a long, assessing second. Then he clicks his pen and writes something down. You straighten your back and give him your most harmless professional smile. Yeah, sure. That's all for me. But before you can stand, he speaks again. One more thing. There was a power outage in the area last night. Such an odd timing. Some of the security cameras were cut, including the ones covering your office floor right around when you were there. He leans back in his chair, watching you carefully. So, lucky for you, you didn't see anything strange. It would have been a pain trying to verify it. Right. Aren't you not supposed to reveal confidential information like that? Well, I mean, let's not try to get on his bad side. I'll just be like, I understand, thank you for telling me. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Whatever, you're as harmless as a fly anyways. You step out of the meeting room and gently close the door behind you. For a moment, you just stand there, letting the tension bleed out of your shoulders. Then through the thin wall, the muffled voices carry out the hallway. Huh, she was surprisingly normal. Are you sure you weren't exaggerating? Maybe you're the crazy one. One more word and you're demoted. You can't demote me, we're the same rank. Then I'll just make sure everyone treats you like you aren't. Then slowly a small smile creeps up before you can stop it. You feel smug. Just a little. Alright, thank you all for your cooperation. If anyone has any more information on the assailant, please don't hesitate to come forward. Your colleagues finally drift back to their desks, the quiet hum of the work slowly returning, but the silence doesn't last long. Did you hear? They said the boss was attacked by some homeless guy who broke in last night. No, that's not what I heard. Someone said there were signs of a heart attack. I heard it was a strangulation. Strangulation? Seriously? That's way worse. Well, whatever it was, must be nice for the ones who called in sick today. What was his name again? Nishiyama-san? Lucky him, he doesn't have to deal with any of this. What if he's the one who committed the crime? No way, he's too straight-laced, too stiff to do anything like that. I don't know about that, I went to elementary school with him. His father was the violent type, real scary guy. Oh, then maybe the son inherited something like that. Yeah, you never really know what people are like at home. Their voice is lower, but the venom lingers. The more they talk, the uglier it gets. Quiet ones are always the most dangerous, right? Don't let him hear you say that. He might get you next. You feel your blood boil as you listen to them talk about Ryota like that, picking apart his life like any of it is theirs to say. For a split second, you imagine slamming your hands on the desk and shouting at them to shut up. Who are they talking about? Ryota. Oh. But then Ryota isn't here. He won't hear any of this. And if you speak up now, all it will do is drag more attention toward him. Toward you. Rumors love fuel and outrage burns brightest. Is it really worth it? I kinda want to stand up for my man, you know? Could you not talk about him like that? They all freeze, a few blink in surprise, others exchange glances. Whoa, we were just talking amongst ourselves. He's not here to defend himself, so maybe don't throw his name around like gossip material. The other colleagues scoffs under their breath. Touchy much? We didn't really say anything that bad. You implied he was dangerous because of his family. You don't even know him. There's a pause, that heavy, awkward kind. Suddenly the entire office feels like it's staring straight through you. We were just joking. Well, it's not funny. Silence hangs in the air, chairs creak, someone coughs. They turn back to their screens, the conversation dying. Maybe you shouldn't have said anything, or maybe you had to. Hey frienda, welcome back. We're still on this route. I'm trying to see if I can finish it by tonight, but I don't know. It's pretty long. And lonelier. You finally step out of the office building, the heavy glass door sliding shut behind you. The evening air hits your face, cool and almost relieving after the stale tension inside. It has been a long day. Your shoulders ache from sitting too long, your head still buzzing from the interviews, the whispers, the endless typing that went nowhere. At least the boss wasn't here to breathe down your neck. That thought should feel comforting, but instead there's only a dull heaviness sitting in your chest. You let out a slow breath and adjust your back on your shoulder. I just want to go home. Honestly, me every day. The cat is back! Oh, the cat! You notice a stray cat waiting near the entrance. He looks up at you the moment you step outside and lets out a few soft meows as if he's calling out to you, asking you to follow him again. Follow Miyabi. You decide to follow the cat even though he's nothing more than a stray feline. He gives you a strangely smug look before turning away, clearly expecting you to trail after him. That cat is shaped like a mustard bottle? Okay, now I can't unsee that. You walk for a few moments, weaving through the side streets and quieter roads, until he finally leads you into a narrow alleyway. There you're met with a familiar sight. Haruki's office is strangely quiet. You half expect his voice to greet you the moment you step closer with the familiar scrape of a chair, or even the soft thud of something falling over inside. But there's nothing. Even the stray cat is gone. The alley feels hollow, as if a storm passed through while you weren't looking, carried everything away, leaving only the lingering sense that you arrived just a little too late. What? Can I not explore his office? I cannot? I cannot see if he left anything in there? Damn it. Okay, so something happened to Haruki. Clearly. I know he was, like, investigating the cult. But, like, that doesn't really help us right now. Can I go to a river? The riverside remains empty, strangely so. There are no late evening joggers, no cringy couples on dates, not even school kids playing about. The town feels muted today, like someone turned the volume down too low. You make your way toward the bridge, steps slowing as you draw closer to the shoreline. You walk along the edge, listening to the water lapping quietly against the banks. You continue walking until you're a few meters away from the underhead of the bridge. Beneath the bridge ahead, the shadow deepens. It is darker than it should be. A figure stands just under the arch, barely visible, its shape distorted by the lack of light. You cannot make out its face or even if it has one. Slowly, deliberately, it lifts an arm. It beckons. It's telling you to come, but you know better than that, don't you? I don't know. Curiosity killed the cat, and in this case, curiosity killed the bunny, so let's go. Why you decide to approach the figure, you do not know. Every instinct tells you to turn around to leave, and yet something pulls you from deep inside. A quiet instance you cannot shake. A little bit creepy in it. Yeah, it is, but see, maybe in real life situations I would back the fuck away, but in a game situation I will make the choice. The figure beckons again, faster now, more urgent. You take another step, then another. The air grows colder with each one, heavy in your lungs. The shadows beneath the bridge seem to stretch. swallowing the light behind you. Your footsteps sound too close. Too loud, too close. Something is wrong. You move closer and closer and closer. You take another step. The figure twitches, its outline warping as if it's about to lunge. A sharp meow cuts through the air. Huh? You head towards the sound, but there's nothing to be seen. Another meow, louder this time. A cat? Still nothing. You turn back toward the bridge and notice the darkness seems to have subsided. The space is empty, no figure, no shadow. Just damp concrete, still water, and the echo of your own breathing. You stand there for a moment longer, unsettled. Seems like whatever was calling you, it's gone. The cat saved us, bro. The cat's like, look at this dumb MC, like, trying to get killed, and then saves our butt. After a long day outside, you head back to Ryota's apartment. As you walk down the hallway, you half expect the ghost woman to be there, waiting for you. But there's nothing. Just a quiet, empty corridor. No ghosts, and no Ryota either. You lie down on the bed and scroll through your phone, skimming through a book you know you'll never finish. Minutes pass, then more. Still no sign of him. You try to comfort yourself. At least you're not alone in your own apartment anymore. It could be worse, especially after the fire, after the ghostly sightings. Right on cue as those thoughts spiral, the doorbell rings. Ryota? What if it's not him? You almost trip over yourself rushing to the door. Your hand hovers over the handle, ready to twist it open. But something hesitates inside you. You pull back. Something tells you to check the peephole first. That's what I was thinking. Literally, Ren warned us. He's like, the cult is coming for you. It has to be the cult. You lean in and look through it. There she is. Mom? Your breath catches. For a split second, your body moves on instinct. Your hand lifting again to open the door. Do not open the door. Then it stops. Something deep and primal tightens in your chest, screaming that something is wrong. You cannot explain it. Maybe it's her expression, maybe it's the way the light doesn't reflect against her eyes. Lelia, open up. It's me. Mom, where were you? Never mind that. Just open the door. Let me in right now. No, just talk to me through the door. There's a pause on the other side of the door. The Thing, 1982 type stuff. What do you mean, no? I'm home. I'm finally come back from my sabbatical. I'm here now. Isn't this what you wanted? For me to come back? For me to return to you? You press your palm against the door, heart pounding. I don't believe you. Why wouldn't you? You struggle to answer. You cannot point to a single flaw, a single lie. And yet something in her voice does not sit right with you. It feels hollow, like she's reciting words she knows will work. No, I'm not human. That's the game that someone's been asking me for ages, like, money. Should I get it? Should I play Please No, I'm Not Human? Like, it's so good, bro. Should I? I have not watched any gameplays on it, so it would be entirely new for me. Like, first reaction. Like, I've never watched any playthrough of it. Why are you back, Mom? Is this about Ryota? Are you looking for him? Why would I be? You're the apple of my eye. I'm here for you, so why don't you open the door and let me in? What are you waiting for? Open the door. I can't. A pause, then her voice drops flat and cold. You're making a mistake. You're not my mom. After all these years, how can you say that? Remember the time we went to the local museum together? Or how I took time off of work to take care of you? Was I not your mother then? Her hand presses against the door, slow, deliberate. I walked all this way for you. I came back for you. And you're going to leave me out here? Whatever you are, please leave me alone. You press your hands together in fervent prayer, hoping that whatever is outside will leave soon. Open the door, I'll open it for you. You can't. I have to be the one that lets you in. Is that what Ryota said? Something scratches lightly against the wood, not knocking, not quite. Unfortunately for you, you've done so long ago. You don't remember, don't you? Her voice sharpens, impatient now. I'll count to 3. If this door isn't open by then, you won't like what comes next. You refuse to answer it any longer. You close your eyes and press your hands together tightly, fingers trembling as you bow your head. Hello, hey, Fever, or Lilac. Yeah, usually a song suggestion is me to play a song during a stream, but I can't. Veronica, open the door. Oh my god, not Heather's the Musical, bro. 1. Please just go away, whatever you are. You're not welcome here. 2. Watch over me. Keep this door shut. Keep her out. Please, please, please. 3. Don't let her in. Please, 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 please. Suddenly it goes quiet on the other end of the door. You don't want to check. You don't think you physically can. The thought of looking through the peephole makes your stomach twist, so you step back instead, putting distance between yourself and the door. Oh god, do I have to fix Kirby?
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Oh my god, Kirby's still there. The silence barely lasts a second. Knock, knock, knock. Or should I just do this? At first gentle before escalating into something a lot faster, more aggressive. Before you can react, there's the sharp metallic whistle keys. Frantic and clumsy like someone forcing the wrong one again and again. Your breath catches. Damn, not you guys trying to get Kirby back on screen. What the hell? You know, I won't question it too much. Let me check something. There is a streamer I really want to raid so bad, like when I end, but I'm so afraid that he's gonna end the stream. But I'm gonna try to get through this section. I swear if it's even longer than this, then I might have to save it for tomorrow. Then a loud bang rattles the door in its frame. The handle jerks violently, twisting. Let me check. So okay, this might be a little bit like weird of me. So he followed my Twitch account, right? Whenever someone follows my Twitch account, I get really nosy. And if it turns out they were another VTuber, I end up going to their channel and then I would just end up like lurking in their streams, especially if I like their vibe. And I've been lurking in his streams. I'm like, damn, I haven't been streaming lately, so I can't raid him. So I don't know how he found me. That's the thing I'm concerned about, because it could have been my shorts or like, I don't know, man. People find me in mysterious ways. Your hands tremble as you press them together. Lips move faster as you pray. Don't call me a stalker. I'm not a stalker, okay? The words tumble over one another in a desperate whisper. Please, please just go away. I don't care who's listening. Anyone, anything, please. Your breathing turns shallow. The world feels like it's shrinking in on you. The knocking still echoing in your skull even after it stops. You squeeze your eyes shut, bracing yourself for the sound of the door breaking open. Then a hand touches your shoulder. You jolt violently, a shrinkle gas tearing out from your throat as you scramble backward. What if it's Ryota? Don't touch me. You hear the two familiar voices. Hey, it's okay, it's okay. Sorry I was late, but I'm here now. I'm here. I'm here too. Yeah, you're not alone anymore, Lelia. It's going to be okay. How many days are there? Oh, what? Ryota, what in the hell happened to you? My man aged like in the course of 1 day. Huh? Ryota gently sets a warm cup of tea into your... Okay, I feel like we got a lot of unpacking to do. What happened to him? It's been like a day and maybe 2 days. I mean... Wait, I didn't mean to... this is insanity. What happened to my man? It's okay, he looks cool. But... I have some dailies to do in another game, I know. I'm putting importance on another game. What I'm going to do is actually raid him. The streamer I was talking about. Don't say anything weird in his stream, okay? Just be nice. Just say hi. You don't have to stick around the whole time. I don't have a raid message because I can't think of anything. But I will be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll finally finish a route. Holy crap. It's because I have to read a lot and I stutter a lot. So it takes a lot longer for me. It's actually kind of bad how long it takes for me to like read stuff in this game.
Fine.